Game 2 about to get underway here in Henderson, Nevada. Once again, live in Morse Stadium. Your CSN Coyotes taking on the visiting Western Nevada Wildcats. Game 2 of the doubleheader about to get underway. Up on the bump for your CSN Coyotes, number 21, Gabe Gonzalez.
Great crowd out here, Dev, for Game 2. Looks like the fans listen here. We made a plea on Twitter to pack the den. Come support your Coyotes in this battle for first place, and the fans have answered the bell here. First pitch from Gonzalez on the way.
All right, down the middle for strike one against Chandler Barkdale. Oh, ladies and gents, I'm Devin Verismo.
I'm James Hernandez.
and we're underway. 0-1 count. Top half of the first. This is a 9-inning contest. Second pitch, second strike.
April Fool's Day here. Coyotes almost got fooled there as they thought they had a comfortable 9-1 lead. Western Nevada battled back to cut it to 9-6. We were able to shut the door on them in the ninth, courtesy of closer Alec Hutt. And here's Gabe looking to build on maybe his best pitching performance of the season last weekend in Twin Falls, Idaho.
Last pitch just goes a little bit outside. Brings the count to 1-2. We got Barkdale at the dish, Modler on deck, Peters in the hole, Lichty batting fourth, Lewis batting fifth, Bell sixth, Nist seventh. And there's a strikeout right there. And get him looking, sits down Chandler Barkdale, first batter of the day. Batting seventh will be Daniel Nist, batting eighth, Casey Cornwell, and batting ninth, behind the dish, number 15, Sam Salyers.
Gabe fired up here. Looked like he had a little extra on that heat here. He did, like I said, in his last start here, he was able to case 7 Golden Eagles here, allowing just 2 runs here in a 6.2 innings of work. A victory here up in Twin Falls.
First lefty shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike against him. That is David Modler at the dish.
Gabe on the season 2-0 and 7 starts here, 3.62 ERA, 32 innings pitched, 39 Ks here, allowing an opponent batting average of just 159 against him so far.
Next pitch misses out, brings the count 1-1 with 1 down.
Of course, congratulations to Gabe Gonzalez here, as we just found out that he will be playing at San Diego State next year, become an Aztec here. Congratulations to Gabe on that commitment.
Beautiful campus and a beautiful city. The nice weather out here. You can be spoiled out there in San Diego.
Yeah, amazing baseball program, of course, started by the late, great Tony Gwynn. He, started the ball rolling there at San Diego State. There,
how could it not?
Wealth of talent down in Southern California for sure. Here, he's built a great program, or he did build a great program down there, and they're carrying on very well. It'll be fun to see Gabe continue his career as an Aztec.
Oh, that's the one that gets megged on that one as it goes into center field, and just like that, Modler ruins Gonzalez's perfect game.
Right back up the box there for a base hit for David Modler, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, DJ Peters.
On his way to a second strikeout, ends up getting 5 hold and for a base hit.
Peters here, always a power threat. Like I said, he's leading the team in home runs here for the Western Nevada Wildcats with 9. Impressive batting average as well, as Peters comes in batting .386, 41 RBIs, 39 hits to his credit so far. Said this Western Nevada lineup is dangerous.
First pitch of the sequence on the way. Breaking ball hits on the inner half for strike 1.
Nice breaking pitch there by Gonzalez, catching the inside part of the plate for a strike here. If he can throw that pitch effectively for a strike, he is going to be difficult to hit this afternoon.
Checking out Modler at first, delivering towards home.
Speaking of this afternoon, game 2 of 4 here. Coyotes throwing their top 2 arms here on Friday afternoon. Oh,
that one hit him.
And DJ Peters, where's that? Can't feel good coming from the arm of Gabe Gonzalez. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 7, Tim Lichty.
Maybe not the best start. Struck out the first batter, gave him a single, and then making Peters wear one. Brings up the DH, Lichty.
My apologies, Devin. I did say the catcher. You're right that he is the DH in this game, like you and I were talking to before the broadcast here. Very rare you see guys starting back-to-back games unless, probably closer toward the playoffs when we get in, Western districts and Region 18 playoff games. You may see that, but, yeah, usually you see the catchers get 1 game on, 1 game off. So Lichty DHing today.
That is why Wiggins is behind the dish and not Newsom, catching for Gonzalez as the next pitch goes outside for ball 1.
And what a luxury it is. Like I said, Blake Wiggins able to play the hot corner at third, able to handle the pitching staff behind the plate, and that just makes him that much more valuable and easy to get his bat in the lineup. Like I said, there's no way you want to do without Wiggins' power He's able to catch, give Drew Newsom a day off. Not a day off, but just a day off from the field here, a game off, if so to speak, as he's the designated hitter today for the Coyotes.
As you can see there, addressing his pitcher, and Gonzalez talking to him, making sure they're both on the same page. 1-0 count, 2-1, only one down here in the top half of the first.
Yeah, I always wondered if it was tough. Pitch here from Gabe is on the outside corner for a strike. If it was tough for pitchers to get in a rhythm with a catcher when they're not the everyday catcher. Obviously, Drew is generally versed at handling the pitching staff. Of course, he was here last year, so he built a bit of rapport with guys like Gabe and AJ. Of course, Blake coming to us fresh this year as a freshman. I wonder if it's a little different having him behind the plate as opposed to Drew Newsom.
Definitely some more communication goes on between them. Not a whole lot of nonverbal like you would see with Newsom and whoever's on the hill.
Right, exactly. And I wonder, like I said, we'll probably see a little more here as the game goes on. I think Wiggins does a fine job behind the plate, as does Cody Milner when he comes in and spot
Ground
starts.
Ball right side. Nice pickup from Johnson. Johnson to March to Westmoreland.
Oh,
in
nice
time.
spin by March there to fire to first in time.
Just like that.
4-6-3, and the inning is over. Gabe averts damage in the top half of the first as we head to the bottom of one on the Coyote Sports Network. Coyotes and Wildcats scoreless.
Leadoff man in Dylan Johnson will step into the box facing Chase Kaplan for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
A little info on Kaplan, left-handed sophomore. Keyword is left. 6'5", 219 out of Hillsboro, Oregon.
And we'll go a little deeper into that. Chase Kaplan undefeated on the season, 7-0 record here. Excellent 2.35 ERA in 8 games started. He's made 10 total appearances, 46 innings pitched.
Two-hop chop over the left side into the glove of Cornwell. Cornwell and Nist jumping up and tagging him for out number 1.
195 batting average against. Interesting play there as DJ is tagged out at first for the first out of the inning. Johnson will be followed by Jarrell Latham, Blake Wiggins, Jordan Hand, Brody Westmoreland, Drew Newsom, Jarrett Perns, Jay Martz, and Tyler Long today. Mark that as 6-3 in your books. Interesting one. Jarrell Latham steps in here.
Lefty versus lefty. Once again, this shift is on for the Wildcats.
Watch for the bunt.
There it is. Nice. He's going to try to beat out the throw.
And
he might.
did.
He's definitely going
He's
to.
there for sure. Oh, on cue there.
Just like that, Latham lays down the drag bunt and beats out the sprinting Kaplan over to the first.
And that's Jarrell Latham's game. Speed, and more speed here. Like I said, as he leads the team in stolen bags with 15. Don't expect Jarrell Latham to stay on first long. If he gets a good secondary lead, I'm sure it's getting to the point here where Coach Garitano is kind of giving him free reign at first. If he feels like he's got the pitcher's move and he's got a good lead and he feels it, take that bag. Jarrell Latham fast enough to kind of call his own shots on the base pass, so to speak.
You got Sam Salyers behind the dish, not a Not a known name from the Wildcats catching, so see if Latham decides to test him early.
Oh.
Tagged out at
my
first
goodness.
instead, just like that. Really fast move from Kaplan to Nist, and down goes Latham.
Right as I try to praise Jarrell Latham there in his potential secondary leads, of course he gets picked off. Looks like his spike might have gotten caught, though. As he went to turn, it looks like he kind of had an awkward dive back into first, if you even call it that. He missed the bag by about 2 feet, and fortunately he's tagged out.
Oh, first pitch against Wiggins is ball 1. Kaplan now all he has to do is focus on the batter at hand with Latham gone.
Yeah, got a gift there with Jarrell Latham kind of picking himself off almost. Like I said, he got caught up for whatever reason, couldn't get back to the bag. It's neither here nor there. Blake Wiggins now in the box here looking to add to his 8 home runs and 38 RBIs on the season here. Be nice to see Blake put a charge into one and get the crowd going.
Thought about that one as it flies to the zone for strike 1. Peters out there in center, once again in right center, followed by Lewis is now in left field, shading over towards left center. There's a huge gap down the line if Wiggins can get in front of one.
Well, it's interesting, too, Dev. Obviously, they're reading the scouting report on Blake Wiggins. They know that he has power to all fields, and he prefers to kind of go with that inside-out Derek Jeter approach for a right-hander where he wants to go to right and right center. Center fielder shaded that way, although he is a right-handed batter.
3-1 misses, and just like that, Wiggins will head over to first.
An opportunity missed here, of course, with Jarrell Latham getting picked off here. Coyotes now just have one runner on. That's going to bring up Jordan Hand. Jordan Hand saw last game's pitcher Young very well, singling his first 2 plate appearances and then working a walk before he was retired for the first time in the game. 2 for 3 with a walk. Not too shabby start to your weekend for Jordan Hand. This, of course, game 2 of 4 in the series here. Very pivotal series here for the Scenic West Athletic Conference standings.
Pickoff attempt over towards first. Very quick move from Kaplan, with Wiggins keeping an eye on him, as he should.
Gosh, there's hardly any movement, Devin. He just steps off and kind of fires like a half-cocked ball over there, yeah.
Just like that again.
If you can see, of course, watching at home, you can see he's got a very, very little wasted motion, if any. He's off the rubber, and he's firing over immediately here.
First pitch, ground ball, hard one to Modler. Modler going to tag second, beating out the sliding Wiggins for out number 3.
Modler wins a foot race to second. That's going to end the inning here at the bottom of the first. 1 left on base here. No runs, no hits. Top of the second coming up. Wildcats and Coyotes scoreless here at Moore Stadium.
Bradley Lewis will lead off the Wildcats here in the top half of the second inning. Still knotted up at 0. Each team recorded a hit in the first frame. Lewis to extend on it here.
Yeah, Lewis will be followed by third baseman Chad Bell and first baseman Daniel Nist as Gabe Gonzalez gets settled in for his second inning of work.
First pitch gets fouled off. Yeah, you got Lewis and then followed all by the teens in 19, 18, 13, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the order.
Gabe looks to be settling in nicely here. He was kind of, I don't want to say bailed out, but he definitely a great defensive play there. The 4-6-3, excuse me, double play to end the top half of the first inning and the threat for the Wildcats here. Let's see if Gabe's dialed in here in the second inning. That's been the problem, not problem with him, but just his ineffectiveness, his inconsistency has led to just too many balls.
Jumped out 0-2 and threw ball. Now it's 1-2. Wiggins setting out. Gets it taken into right field, backing up onto Obi Hand, camping, and catching it for out number 1.
Nice job there, F9 in your books, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, number 19, Chad Bell. Chad Bell comes in here with a batting average of .235. Yet to have a home run, but 11 RBIs on the season, 24 runs, 19 hits for the Wildcat third baseman. Batting from the left-hand side, he digs in for the first pitch from Gonzalez.
Bell was a sub in the first game, now the starter in the second. Seeing the first pitch fly through the zone for strike 1.
Nice job there, hitting 89 miles an hour on the gun there by Gonzalez. Pitch coach Brian Gibbs said he needed to get Gabe to dial it down. He said, I know you can throw in the mid-90s. He said, we don't need that. We need control and consistency with your pitches. Hit the zone, even if you're throwing a little bit less on the speed gun here, a little bit lighter with the MPHs. He said, as long as you're hitting the zone, that's the key, and I think Gabe has bought into that philosophy. I think last year he was overthrowing quite a bit.
1-1 gets taken foul left side, right over the picnic area where a bunch of staff members from the Revere Golf Club are hanging out.
Yeah, Revere Golf Club day here at the ballpark. Beautiful day to have an outing here, folks. Of course.
If you're going to be anywhere on this kind of day, it's either the golf course or the baseball field.
Yeah, kind of best of both worlds here for the Revere Golf Course employees here enjoying a day out at the ballpark.
1-2 gets taken in left field as well. That's going to land foul.
Of course, for inquiries regarding rentals, rental space, any outings you may want to do, corporate or otherwise, please log on to our website, csncoyotes.com. And follow us on Twitter at CSN Coyotes. Love to interact here with our listeners. Questions, concerns, comments. Let us know how we're doing at any time.
Gonzalez getting a new ball. Wiggins giving the one returned back to the umpire. And Bell will step in for the 1-2 for the third time. Gonzalez looking for the put-away pitch. Wiggins setting in. That's where he gets it for strike 3.
Beautiful little slide piece there. A little breaking pitch on the corner there. 76 miles an hour. Gets Bell swinging over the top of that, and that's going to bring up first baseman Daniel Nist.
2 strikeouts recorded from Gonzalez and a 1 2/3 inning so far. First attempt against Nist underway. First pitch right down the middle.
Nice little breaking pitch there by Gabe. Over for a strike here, and like I said, he looks like he's dialed in here. Getting the ball back quickly from Wiggins and ready to work.
Second pitch, same spot. Strike 2.
Same pitch, same result there. Beautiful. It looks like a little slider or something. It's got some late bite to it here. About a mid-70s, upper 70s pitch here. Gonzalez ahead 0-2 in the count.
Make it 0-3.
Ooh.
Get him looking at that one. All 3 pitches. Daniel Nist has his reading glasses on. Third strikeout recorded as we head to the bottom of the second.
Nice.
bottom 2. Brody Westmoreland stepping into the box, looking to break this game open as soon as possible.
Westmoreland here, of course, always a threat here, even with no one on base. A .390 hitter. Brody with a team-leading 11 home runs, second on the team with 33 ribs here.
First pitch, inside on him.
Actually, those stats are no longer accurate. Denver going to call it 35 RBIs, as, of course, Westmoreland had 2 RBIs in Game 1 here. The fly ball that was hard to track down ended up falling in the left center field gap.
Swinging and taking that one foul. Salyers behind the dish looking around.
Brody slugging .810. Whew.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Second on the team would be Drew Newsom at .696, followed by Jordan Hand at .663. So when you're slugging .810, batting .390, like I said, for the kind of pop that Brody Westmoreland has in that bat, it always amazes me how disciplined he is at the plate. He's a good contact hitter. He does not strike out a lot, although we did see 2 strikeouts last game. So as I say that, I'm
few and far between.
Sure, I've jinxed number 17. Sorry about that, bro.
2-2 on now. Kaplan searching for another strikeout. Ground ball left side. Hard one over to Bell. Throwing across the diamond. The Nist.
Ooh,
in time for out
excellent
number 1.
arm there by Bell there.
Good reach by Nist as well.
Definitely. Nice throw, nice stretch, nice play overall. Brody Westmoreland's retired 5-3. That's going to bring up the DH, Drew Newsom.
Newsom now DH spot, taking off the gear for this one. All he has to do is focus on the bat.
Drew Newsom, player of the game in Game 1, of course, had a fantastic day at the plate there.
3 for 3 with 3 RBIs.
Doesn't get any better than that. Scored 2 runs as well.
First pitch fouled off into the net.
What a luxury it is to have a catcher who handles the pitching staff as well as he does and provides the pop he does. Team leading .406 batting average for Mr. Newsom.
Salyers tries to take it inside and ends up going above the zone.
Drew's got to be pretty happy as Bishop Gorman Gales are ranked in the top 15 here in high school baseball. One of the better races we're going to see out here.
Ground ball left side to Cornwell. Cornwell scoops it, throws it over to Nist, who jumped up. Newsom tried to slide under it. Does not. Tagged on the helmet from Nist for out number 2.
And we got to talk about that, Devin, a little bit. Just the talent here in the Las Vegas Valley as far as high school baseball.
Deep.
I mean, whether it be Bishop Gorman, Liberty High School, Centennial, Green Valley.
Silverado.
DJ's coming from Silverado here. We have so much talent from the Southern Nevada Valley. I mean, Southern Nevada, it's not a secret anymore. I mean, it's a hotbed for high school baseball, collegiate baseball, and some of the players that come out of the state of Nevada are as good, per capita as any state in the U.S.
They're ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a little bit of fine tweaking here and there, but other than that, they're about to give them the glove and let's get it going.
Yes, absolutely. High school baseball in Southern Nevada is just it's just like a renaissance period for it. I mean, we're seeing such great players being developed here, and athletic director Dexter Irvin was talking in an interview I did with him, and he was talking about he wants 90% local athletes here on this team. And with the kind of talent we have, it's no wonder that CSN is as successful as it has been.
The high chopper, Modler not able to handle it on the second bounce, hits off his chest, and getting safely over there at first base will be Jarrett Perns.
Mark that at E4 in your books, folks. Perns reaches base, and that's going to bring up Jay Martz. Jay Martz had 3 RBIs in Game 1.
Looks like a scoreboard gave him a hit. Tough play, I guess.
All right, so it's going to be a single. Perns will take that. Like I said, Jay Martz not only did it with the bat, 3 RBIs last game, he was also flashing some serious leather out there.
Another pickoff attempt over to first. Not in time. Nist lays down the tag. Sliding under it is Perns. Keep an eye on Kaplan's move over there.
Jay Martz, a former high school teammate of Jesse Kaiser. We haven't seen yet, but I'm sure we'll see in this series. CSN outfielder here. Not starting in these first 2 games, but, of course, Kaiser is a lefty, so the lefty-on-lefty matchup never favorable. Not favorable today, so we may see him as the days go by. But Martz and Jesse Kaiser winning a state title at Liberty High School. What a thrill.
Ground ball left side in the deep shot into the hole. Cornwell to Modler for out number 3. So 4 up, 3 down for the Coyotes here in the bottom half of the second. Did get 1 hit, leaving 1 on. We'll head to the top of the third. Top of the third and the eighth bat in the lineup will lead us off for the Wildcats in Casey Cornwell. Shortstop who got that last out in the second. First grabbing the bat here. Gonzalez on the bump for his third inning of play.
Cornwell will be followed by Sam Salyers, catcher, and then back to the top of the lineup with Chandler Berkdahl.
Wind still coming in from home towards center. Hasn't gone away since the first game.
Cornwell, sorry.
And Gonzalez's first pitch, that's that same little breaking ball right down the middle for strike one.
Cornwell batting .284 on the season, 16 RBIs, 25 hits, 20 runs scored. No long balls.
0-1 gets fouled off.
You see the versatility of this Western Nevada lineup, Devin, with the players in and out. We saw third baseman actually pitch an inning last game. So, Mannins. Very, very interchangeable pieces here for DJ Whittemore up in Carson City with these Western Nevada Wildcats. Players playing everywhere, and like I said, anytime you get some playing time, if you got to grab a different glove or play a different position, why not?
The more you can do, the better you are, and the more strikeouts thrown by Gabe Gonzalez.
Well, it's a backward K in the books as Cornwell is just looking, retired for the first out of this inning. That's going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, number 15, catcher Sam Salyers.
Third strikeout in a row, second one going down looking. Salyers stepping into the box. First time with the bat in his hand today.
We've seen some really filthy breaking and off-speed stuff from both Jones and Gonzalez.
There's the one fouled over our heads. It's just going to be pitchers are going to do their job. Now it's time for the bats to come alive for either team.
Yeah, and anytime your starters are getting their secondary pitches over the plate for strikes, that's a good sign for both Coach Garitano and pitching coach Brian Gidge.
0-1. Taking it into right field. That one's going to land fair if Hand can't get to it.
That's a
and
tough
he does.
play by Hand. Great job by Jordan Hand, showing some athleticism, getting to the line here and diving for that play here. F9 in your books does not do it justice, folks. It was a great play by Jordan Hand. On his horse to the line here, making a diving play. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Chandler Berkdahl, who was a strikeout victim his first time up against Gabe Gonzalez.
Berkdahl with looks like a new bat, trying to still break it in here. Tough task to ask against Gonzalez as he delivers that once again, that breaking ball and flies through the zone for strike one.
Beautiful breaking pitch there, hitting 77 on the gun when Gabe's throwing that pitch for strikes. Like I said, he's a whole different animal out there. Let's hope that continues throughout the start.
Check swing. Did he commit? Did not, says the first base umpire. 1-1 is the count with two down. And Gonzalez and Wiggins working well together.
Yes,
not
absolutely.
a whole lot of hesitation.
No, Gabe attacking both sides of the plate very effectively, and that breaking pitch is really setting the tone for not only his fastball, as that hit 91 here on the gun, but his slider too. He's got a nice little slider, and Gabe will throw a cut fastball as well. It'll kind of bite at the end there. Looks like he's got all his pitches working this afternoon in this battle for Nevada.
Gonzalez looking for his fifth strikeout. Have to wait at least one more pitch.
Ooh, got right inside there, right in Salyer's kitchen there. 2-2 now the count as Gabe Gonzalez looks for a put-away pitch, looking to get his Coyotes back on the offensive here.
2-2. Ground ball right side. Nice stab from Westmoreland, who's going to take it and tag first, unassisted. And 3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats in the top of the third. Still knotted up at 0. Bottom third, leading us off. Number 12, Tyler Long. Each team, well, at least, yeah, Wildcats with 1 hit, Coyotes with 2. No runs either way.
Both pitchers settling into a nice groove here. Long will be followed by the top of the order, DJ Dylan Johnson and the center fielder Jarrell Latham here in the home half of the third for the Coyotes from a Packmore Stadium.
First pitch, trying to lay down the bunt, pulls it back, called strike.
Excellent crowd out here for this battle for first. Like I said, Coach Garitano, even in the article we did this week with him on deck, he implored all the Coyote fans. You know, he said this is the biggest series of the year so far. Come out, be loud, be proud, show your support for our team, and help will us to victory. Talked a little bit about something I like to call Morse magic. We'll get into after this pitch here.
0-1, misses out.
And I asked Coach, I said, what is it about this particular home field advantage? He said, every team in the Scenic West Athletic Conference has a unique stadium, unique venue, unique fans. He said, but I believe ours are the best.
Oh, wow, that's going to hit Long in the chest.
Hopefully Tyler's okay there. Ouch.
Seems to be all right. Rub a little dirt on it and head on over to first. Well, if you want the lead man on, there you go.
And they say hockey players are tough, but baseball players are pretty close. I mean, wearing a pants like that and then being able to psych yourself back up to get back in the box next time around and hit again off the same pitcher or someone throwing similar stuff is that's a feat that's not to be taken lightly.
Even with the slightest of grimaces on his face, he's over there at first. Got to watch that pickoff move from Kaplan. Showing bunt. Nope. He does it. Exactly. Nice little push bunt left side. Oh, not able to handle it is Bell.
That's going to be an E5 there, and DJ is going to be on. First 2 Coyotes of the inning reach here, and just like that, we have a little rally going. Runners at first and second with nobody out.
Time to crack it open right here, and Jarrell Latham could be the man to do it.
Yeah, Jarrell Latham already 1 for 1 with a beautiful bunt single just past the pitcher here. Beat that out to first, and Jarrell Latham now looking to maybe put a little pop behind that swing here, put some in the outfield, and get his Coyotes on the board. See if they can dent the plate for the first time here in the home half of the third inning.
First real jam for either team has presented itself here in the bottom of the third with 2 on and nobody down.
Yeah, Chase Kaplan had been cruising. Like I said, an undefeated pitcher here, 7-0 on the season. Very effective. Anytime you can get any sort of threat going against a pitcher that's undefeated and his confidence here, you want to do so. You know, you don't want to leave those opportunities out on the base pass here. You want to cash them in. Coyotes have done a fantastic job all year of cashing in on scoring opportunities.
And trying to play smart is Latham with instructions from Coach Garitano, possibly going to lay down another bunt. Corner infielders aware of the situation and might charge in on it.
Yeah, and you got to love Latham.
Pulling it back, called ball.
The X factor here is when he puts it on the ground, I mean, those wheels can get him an infield hit. So, yeah, absolutely.
You better get in, out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it's coming from. If he puts that ball on the ground with the bunt, you got to get at least 1 out somewhere.
Yeah, third baseman Bell playing on the edge of the grass here, and he may be charging in because, like I said, if Jarrell Latham gets one down, he is a candidate to beat it out for an infield hit every time.
1-1. Pops it up over our heads.
Nice job of pitching by Kaplan there, keeping those pitches elevated here so Latham not able to get on top of the ball here. We've seen 2 bunt attempts go foul over our head here. See if Garitano keeps the bunt on with 2 strikes. Not likely, but
You never know.
We've seen it before. Jarrell handles the bat very well. You never know. Let's see what this pitch has in store. 1-2.
Heading on over towards second. Always get nervous, especially the lefties, when they make a move like that. Always get a little nervous. Don't want to get ball called against them.
Right, exactly. A lot tougher spin around play for a lefty than a righty.
Swinging. Ground ball left side
To
under
the
the
hole.
glove of Bell. Cornwell picks it
No
up.
play.
No play around. Long took a couple extra steps off of third and had to slide back in there.
My goodness, he was like 1 or 2 steps from no man's land there, and that ball came back in behind him quick. He would have had an earful from Garetano. He would have gotten picked off rounding third. Either way, Jarrell Latham 2 for 2 today with the infield single, and that's going to bring up the heart of the lineup. Blake Wiggins here.
With nobody down.
Yep, nobody down. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Blake Wiggins walked in his first plate appearance here. Let's see if he can continue to be the RBI machine that he has been since coming here from Little Rock, Arkansas. Blake Wiggins, a team leader at that category here with 39.
Long on third. Johnson on second. Latham at first. All waiting to be advanced.
Let's see what Wiggins can do.
First pitch. Misses outside.
Great eye by Wiggins. My goodness.
So many times I would think, you know what, I'd probably swing on
Right,
that.
yeah. And it's a pitcher's pitch where I would think, a lot of hitters might be anxious in this spot, bases loaded, nobody out, take a first pitch swing. You never see him swing at bad balls.
There's a shot into right center field. Shallow. Peters going to camp out under it. Tag and go. No, it's going to be Barkdale coming in on it.
And
Tag
here
and
comes
go.
the
Long's
runner.
going to try to beat it, and he will. You don't have to throw, but
Smart
tagged
job.
up. Tagged up between the bags is going to be Johnson.
Smart
So
job
2 down.
there by the first baseman to cut that off and get the out at third, which is a big out because that's already 2 outs in the inning. That's a rally killer here, and although the Coyotes did get a run home here with 2 outs, you'll trade that every time if you're Western Nevada. Smart job, headsy job by the first baseman there to cut that off, fire to third, and cut off the second run or potential second run for the Coyotes, now cut down to third. RBI sac fly, that's going to be number 40 on the F9 there for Blake Wiggins. That's going to bring up Jordan Hand.
Unusual double play, if you will.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Latham slides back in under the tag from Nist over at first.
Jordan Hand was retired in his first at bat on a grounder to second. Went 4 unassisted to end the inning. Let's see if Hand can have a better result here the second at bat.
Fouls that one off hard over towards the right side. 0-1 with 2 down and 1 on.
0-1 count here, bottom of the third inning. 1 in for the Coyotes. 3 hits so far for the home team, no errors. Western Nevada 1 hit, 1 error.
Second pitch of the sequence heads over to first instead.
Keep him honest over there at first.
He had a couple guys. Oh, there he goes.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
Kind of got a
Not
late
gonna worry
break,
about him.
but he's going to steal it without a throw.
0-2 now with 2 down and 1 on. Second stolen base in the books.
Not the you're not going to see it on Tom Amansky's stolen base video, but it did the job there. The Coyotes do get the runner in scoring position here with 2 outs, and if Jordan Hand can find the outfield, he may plate the second run of the day or of the game for the Coyotes.
Or he's going to sit on down strikes.
Yep. Instead, he swings over the top of that. That's going to end the inning here. Coyotes do score 1 here as we head to the top of the 4th inning. CSN leads Western Nevada 1-0.
top four, and David Modler will lead off for the Wildcats. Second attempt against Gabe Gonzalez, and he's 1 for 1 with a single. The only hit recorded by the Wildcats to this point. First pitch, a little low.
And Modler will be followed by center fielder DJ Peters and designated hitter Tim Lichty in the top half of the fourth. Coyotes with a 1-0 lead.
1-0 gets on through the zone. Modler's face was right on top of that ball as it went through the zone.
Modler, an impressive defensive second baseman, too. He's made some sharp plays out there.
That one swung on and fouled. Yeah, solid glove over there at second. Had one to kind of eat him up last inning. But other than that, pretty reliable with the glove in his hand.
Pretty solid.
1-2.
Gonzalez looking for a put-away pitch.
Tries that breaking ball hanging up there and way outside.
Pitchers duel early here from Moore Stadium. Gonzalez and Kaplan both dialed in here, looking to keep their teams in it the entire way.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. Down goes Modler. That is the fifth strikeout recorded by Gonzalez.
Fifth strikeout by Gabe Gonzalez, too, looking. He seems to be dialed in here, and that's going to bring up center fielder DJ Peters. Walked in his first plate appearance.
Gonzalez with at least a strikeout in an inning.
It's the kind of numbers you want to see, especially with an arm like Gabe's.
Last time you saw Peters, made Peters wear one. Try not for the same here. First pitch. Just right down the middle for strike one. 93-mile-an-hour heater. Just like the umpire, ushering him back into the box. 0-1. Above the zone. 1-1. As we could see the whole game, Gonzalez and Wiggins, looks like they're on the same page the whole time. Not a whole lot of indecisiveness between pitches.
No, Gabe's getting the ball thrown back to him and getting ready to fire it right in here, which is a great sign. And not only that, I think Wiggins is realizing that Gabe's breaking stuff is on today. He's throwing in for strikes here, and he's doing a good job of keeping the Western Nevada bats off balance by mixing it up. You don't know if Gabe's coming first pitch fastball or first pitch breaking ball. It's lovely to see.
1-2. Taking in our right center field, coming down and hard. Oh, going to land. Bounce one time into the glove of Latham.
Latham thought about it. He thought about maybe going all out head first for that ball. Unfortunately, discretion is a better part of valor there. He takes it on a hop. It's going to be a single for DJ Peters. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Tim Lichty.
Second hit of the game comes in the fourth inning for the Wildcats. Let's see what the DH can try to not induce a ground ball here.
Yeah, beautiful 4-6-3 double play. Got the Coyotes out of that inning here with a pirouette from Jay Martz. I mean, that was an actual...
Yeah, that was Lichty last time.
Yep.
Here it is now, same situation.
Highlight type play. Let's see if Lichty can give us another one.
Above the zone. A little high, trying to get Lichty swinging at air.
Left hand hitting designated hitter today.
Gonzalez gets a sign from Wiggins, just waiting for Lichty to step back in the box. Sets at the chest and delivers. Fouled off. 1-1 with one down and one on.
Lichty will be followed by the left fielder Bradley Lewis. Here in the top half of the fourth inning here. Western Nevada is still unable to get on the board. Gabe Gonzalez doing a great job here so far.
Gonzalez is 1-1. Misses out. Haven't seen a pickoff move just yet. Granted, this is only the second time a batter has been on base.
Yep, Western Nevada here has been limited as far as the runners they've been able to get on base so far here against Gonzalez here. And let's just, I like when Gabe's focused on just playing catch with the catcher here. He's not really worried about the runner on first, although he gives a second look.
There it is.
And there it is.
I was to say Peters had a pretty sizable lead over there at first.
Gabe wants to let him know he's got his eye on him here. Gabe has a decent pickoff move for a righty.
Peters now slightly closer to first just in case. 2-1 count. Wiggins setting out. Gets it in. Gets it popped up. Going foul.
Yeah,
Fan Appreciation Day. Someone gets a souvenir.
Peters learning from Jarrell Latham, who was picked off in that second inning here for the Coyotes. Taking a little bit too big of a secondary lead. Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
I love
picked
cookies.
off of first base. Who doesn't?
2-2 count, one down.
Cookies are a staple of my diet, Devin, as you can tell.
It's more of the diet for the soul than it is the body.
Yeah, definitely not the beach body diet, but it is tasty. So we'll take it here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top half of the 4th inning as Gabe Gonzalez looks to throw a put-away pitch to designated hitter Tim Lichty.
5 strikeouts already, looking for 6. Wiggins setting out. Here comes the 2-2. Inside, that one gets away from Wiggins. And Peters will head over to second. Wild pitch.
Wild pitch there by Gonzalez. Doing a favor for Western Nevada. DJ Peters getting over in scoring position.
Makes the double play a lot harder now.
Oh, it'd be something if they were able to pull one of those. Wiggins comes out to chat with his pitcher here. Maybe just talk a little strategy and also maybe change up the signs because you know how it is. You got a runner on second base, got him peering in. You don't want him tipping off the hitter at all.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see him kind of lean over and throw the single finger out.
Yes.
Here comes the heater.
Uh-huh. Or, you know, a savvy base runner, they just, like you said, may put a finger down, 2 fingers down, you know, as they're taking their lead. You know, they'll have their own signals with their hitters.
Full count pitch. Misses out.
Ball 4 puts Lichty on base here. It's the first walk of the day for Gonzalez. It's going to bring up the left fielder Bradley Lewis, 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field his first at bat.
Well, the easier double play presents itself one more time for the Coyotes here in the top half of the 4th.
Yep, if Gabe can get a ground ball to the left-hand side of the infield here. Good shot at turning 2.
Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. Gonzalez on a little bit of a jam with only 1 down. Sets at the chest. Wiggins sitting out.
DJ bluffing to second there. Keeping the runner honest. Oh!
And hits him.
Second hit batsman of the game here for Gonzalez. Looks like he totally lost a grip on that breaking pitch there as it just sailed into the back of left fielder Bradley Lewis. Just like that, Western Nevada is threatening here. Wildcats on every base, and it's going to bring up third baseman Chad Bell.
Well, now the tying run's only 90 feet away.
Bell, a strikeout victim in his first plate appearance, batting from the left-hand side here as he peers in for the sign from first base coach DJ Whittemore. First base coach right now, head coach, of course, of the Western Nevada Wildcats. Gonzalez has some work to do. Bases loaded here and only 1 away.
You know what would catch me off guard? The squeeze.
Definitely. I'm surprised that, that was a great call there, Devin, because you don't see that as often as you think you would. That's just a perfect opportunity for it. I mean, you got Wiggins playing back. You got Westmoreland almost on the lip of the outfield grass. Do it.
They're pretty deep. First pitch. Below the zone.
Yeah. That would have been a perfect time to try to squeeze that runner home.
We'll see. Pitching coach Brian Gidge going to come on out, talk to the entire infield.
Yeah.
Maybe keep him aware of any sort of situation that could happen.
Absolutely. And try to get Gabe back on track here for whatever reason here. Maybe his, location or release point or something is just off. The breaking pitch, of course, hit Bradley Lewis in the back here. The walk to Tim Lichty here, it just seems like Gabe is just out of sorts a little bit. Just could be something very minor in his mechanics. Maybe Gidge saw something from the dugout and wants to come have a conversation about it. Also, probably talking some defensive strategy with his infielders.
It started with a wild pitch that allowed Peters to go to second and ended up walking Lichty, making Lewis wear one, and here we are with the bases loaded.
Absolutely, and that's the last thing you want is the floodgates to open here. You don't want to get behind this Western Nevada team at all. An inning like this, as harmless as it appeared, could be a 2-3 run inning. That's all you need is the Coyotes making its way up here back to the press box, and we're excited for Coyote making it out here on Fan Appreciation Day. Having some fun with some Western Nevada fans here. Young girl in the crowd.
1-0 on the way. This is out.
And Gonzalez here, he was money with that breaking pitch early as it was over the plate. Now Wiggins has called for it the last 2 or 3 times. It is not even close enough to deceive a hitter. You know, it's a ball out of his hands, and that's the last thing you want to do is throw a pitch that the hitters know is not going to hit the zone. Gabe comes back with a fastball, and that's fouled out of play over the visitors' dugout here. 2 balls now and 1 strike. Still only 1 away in the inning here. See if Gabe can bear down here and get his Coyotes back in the dugout without any damage.
Double play still gets us out of this one. 2-1 on the way. Fouled off.
And with an arm like Gabe, of course, Dev, there's always the ability of a strikeout. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to do. If Gabe can retire this batter here, be a real shot in the arm for this entire offense if he can get out of this inning unscathed.
2-2 count. Bell steps back in, waiting for the 5th pitch of the sequence. Wiggins calling for it low and in. On the way. Gets it high and out. Gonzalez knew.
Ooh, he did. Right away when he threw that, he tried to put a little extra on there. Hit 92 on the gun. Not quite in the zone, though. Like I said, Brian Gibbs said he'll take 88 as long as it's over the plate for a strike or where they need to locate it as opposed to 92. He said the strikeout gun never recorded an out in its life, and that was a pretty good one-liner there from pitching coach Brian Gidge.
Ball 4, gets a walk and brings in the tying run from third.
Yeah, give Chad Bell an RBI there on the walk. It's going to tie this game at 1 apiece, and Gabe Gonzalez is hardly out of the woods here. His bases are still loaded for the first baseman, Daniel Nist. Strikeout victim looking in his first plate appearance here. Gabe Gonzalez would love to duplicate that result here.
Bullpen activity for the Coyotes just in case Gabe gets in a little deeper of a hole here.
Okay, you know, Devin, I don't want to say it's so funny, but we've seen this so many times from Gabe Gonzalez. I mean, he's had 2 or 3 just lights-out frames, you know what I mean, where he's dealing, he's got control of his pitches, he seems to be completely in control of the game, and just one little hiccup, and the wheels come off.
Second pitch gets fouled off, 1-1 with 1 down and bases loaded. You got Ben Cutting, the lefty, throwing around in the Coyote bullpen.
Yeah, Ben Cutting here has made more than a few relief appearances. Get you some numbers on Mr. Cutting.
Definitely another solid relief pitcher.
Yeah, he definitely is here. Ben comes up.
On the 1-1, taking on the left side. Nice line drive into the glove of Martz for out number 2.
Excellent positioning there by Jay Martz here. Line out to the shortstop, and that's going to bring up Casey Cornwell. Shortstop here was a strikeout victim in his last at-bat. Cutting, though, like I said, has given us 15 innings of work so far. He's made 8 appearances. He did even start a game. He's got a 2-1 record, a little high on the ERA, 6.46, but that's been coming down since that opening weekend for Ben Cutting.
First pitch shows the bunt, pulls it back, called strike against him. On that last line drive, though, heads up base running from Lewis, almost got doubled up at second. Seeing that ball go to the glove and sliding back into second quickly.
Yeah. Got to make a snap decision there. Like I said, as figured March was going to catch it, he dove back in safely.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. Casey Cornwell falling behind, and Gonzalez a strike away from getting out of this one.
Absolutely. If you're Gabe here, you got a waste pitch here. See if you can get him to chase something.
Tries to get that outside corner. A couple Coyotes thought it was good, including the man on the hill.
Yeah.
Umpire didn't like it. 1-2 count, 2 down.
I like the idea and the pitch location, though, by Gabe. Going outside, not giving him anything at all to really get the barrel of the bat on and square up. 1-2 pitch coming from Gonzalez.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Cornwell. 6th strikeout of the day for Gabe Gonzalez, but the Wildcats tie it up with 1 run here in the top half of the 4th. All knotted up at 1. We'll be right back. Brody Westmoreland will lead us off here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Newson on deck, Perns in the hole. Still up on the bump, Chase Kaplan for the Wildcats. Now with the game tied it up at 1.
Brody grounded out to third in his first plate appearance here. Hoping for a little better as the game is now tied at 1 apiece.
First pitch, ground ball left side. Tough play for Bell, who
nice
backhands
play.
it, throws it over to Nist, who digs it out of the dirt for out number 1.
What nice pick over there by Bell.
Backhand, 5-3, exactly how Westmoreland got out last time.
All right. Excellent play, though, by Bell, showing the backhand here.
History repeats itself, and if it continues, then we're going to expect 6-3 out of Drew Newson right here.
Yeah. History repeating himself. Bell doing his best Manny Machado impression over there at third. Way to glove that.
First pitch goes through the zone for strike 1.
Newson here, 6'3". Looking to improve upon his over 400 batting average here.
Off speed hits that outside corner for strike 2. Newson have to play protect. Credit to Kaplan making quick work. Got the first down on 1 pitch. 1 pitch away from strike out number 2. That's a good shot. Towering shot in the left field. Not going to get out of play, but it might land in foul territory. And no! Getting under it, coming out of nowhere, is Lewis for out number 2.
Oh, Bradley Lewis got on his horse there and tracked that ball down. It looked like it was going to land foul the whole way. Hung up there just long enough for Lewis to get a glove on it there for the second out of the inning. F7 in your books, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Jarrett Perns. 1 for 1 with a single. Thought it was an E4. It was a hard hit ball to second base. Ate up Modler over there. And
first pitch misses inside. 2 quick outs for Chase Kaplan.
Yep, that's exactly what you want here if you're Chase and Western Nevada. You want a shutdown inning here.
Here comes maybe the third out, camping out underneath it, trying to chase
no
after it. No,
land.
Wow. Lands out of play. Nist lost it in the air.
Yep.
And then Modler, from all the way from second, almost beat out Barkdale, the right fielder, for it.
3 Wildcats in the vicinity. No one able to come up with that ball in foul territory. So it's just a long strike. 1 ball and 1 strike as Perns looks to get on base. Give his team a chance to break this 1-1 tie.
Looks like everybody learned their lesson. Everybody on the right side of the field has shades on.
Yeah, that's a tough sun out there. Like you said, Western Nevada learned it the hard way in the first game here. His left fielder dropped the ball for
lefty Kaplan misses outside on that one. Bring the count 2-1 with 2 down.
Dropped the ball for a double that Westmoreland's got to play 2 runs.
There's a shot in the center field. The shades are going to be needed as Peters camping out under it, chasing it, catching it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down really quick for Chase Kaplan as we head to the top of the 5th. Top 5 and leading us off will be the catcher, Sam Salyers.
Funny story from athletic director Dexter Irvin. He said he got kicked out of his meeting for screaming at the video screen last game, and then he put "Heart Attack City" with an exclamation point. So Dexter Irvin.
All right, yeah, hey, take it easy up there.
Right, Dex, we don't want you getting kicked out of the meeting there, but we appreciate the love, and thanks for sharing this story with us. We're all having a good laugh up here in the press box.
First pitch misses below the zone for ball 1. Game knotted up at 1 apiece, so if Dexter had any hair left. He's pulling it out now.
Yeah, I'm sure Dexter would have been screaming a little louder if it would have gotten a little tighter, but we were able to pull that one out for you, Dex. Sorry about the meeting.
He's coming home and bring gifts.
Be happy to see Dexter here tomorrow at the ballpark here. He makes his travels back to sunny Southern Nevada. Get out of that snowstorm and that blizzard you showed us a video of early, Dex. Hopefully,
hard pass.
Safe travels. And hopefully no delays.
Any rain down here in Southern Nevada is treated like El Nino.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's an event. Like I said, in the desert here, the rain is few and far between. When we do get it, though, like you said, it's National Weather Service emergency, it seems like.
Yeah, no joke. I'm trying to watch TV and it gets interrupted every time.
Right, just because there's a couple drops of rain in your front yard. Ball skied on the infield here. Westmoreland calls everybody off. Gloves that for the first out of the inning.
P3. And back to the top of the order. Number 6, Chandler Barkdale.
Barkdale here.
0 for 1, or 0 for 2.
0 for 2, actually. Retired, struck out victim his first time up, and 3 unassisted. Second time on the grounder, too, Brody Westmoreland.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at CSN Coyotes.
Thoughts, comments, questions, interactions, please. Hit us up on Twitter.
Funny pictures, memes, I don't care.
Anything. Funny stories like the one Dexter told us. Great job there.
Yeah, whoever is listening to us for the farthest away from Southern Nevada wins.
Right.
What do they win? I don't know, but they win something. Recognition.
And Patty Arnold, of course, she's the Grand Junction Daily Sentinel sports reporter, replied to Dexter Irvin's tweet about getting kicked out of the meeting. She says, "Ha, bet you're not the first AD to get shushed in a meeting while monitoring a game." LOL. Always having a good time here. Gabe comes set to deliver the next pitch.
Right down the middle for strike 2.
Nice job here. Looks like hopefully Gabe got back on track here. Figured out whatever his mechanical issues were and back on the bump firing strikes.
A little breather off is always nice. 1-2. Tried the breaking ball. Sitting on it was Barkdale and fouling it off. Staying alive.
Got in on Barkdale very quickly here. He's barely able to get a piece of that. Fouled over the first base dugout. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Gonzalez gets set. Wiggins setting out. Gets a little too far out. But still, though, even though Gonzalez did seem to fall off a smidge during the last inning, once again, not a whole lot of hesitation between him and Wiggins.
No, absolutely
Get the sign, deliver to the sign. Simple as that. 2-2. Little high.
Yeah, Gabe's location has been pretty good with the exception of the top half of last inning here, top half of the fourth. But him and Wiggins, like you said, they've dialed in on the same page, playing catch for the most part. It's exactly what you want to see from your pitcher and catcher.
Full count pitch.
Oh,
wow.
Yes, low.
The whole, Coyotes fans thought it was good. Wildcats fan knew it wasn't.
Right. One fan base pretty happy, the other one not so much. But regardless of that, Burkdale's going to trot to first with the walk, and that's going to bring up second baseman David Modler. Modler 1 for 2. Single in his first at-bat. Strikeout victim second time around.
See if Gonzalez can induce a ground ball here and get that double play. Showing bunt. Oh, Wiggins catches it. Wow, quick reflexes from Wiggins behind the dish.
Nice hands back there by Wiggins. He was getting ready to fire that to second, and Martz was ready.
Yeah, no, there's no way that Barkdale would have beat out that throw.
No chance. He said Wiggins, cat-like behind the plate here with his reflexes and the way he was able to glove that ball. Very impressive. Great athlete.
When I caught, they always just did this drill where they would have like this weird-shaped yellow ball, and they would drop it over our shoulders from behind us, and we'd have to react to it. That's that play coming in to fruition right in front of us.
Yep, absolutely right.
0-1, runner goes. Wiggins is going to try to throw it down. He got it by a mile.
Oh, cannon.
Excellent
there by
throw from
Wiggins. Yeah.
That was the most docile tag from Martz, knowing that he had him.
Right, absolutely. Just a hose there from Blake Wiggins behind the plate. Chandler Barkdale had no chance going head first and out by 2 steps. Is Blake Wiggins showing off that arm here.
He said there's no way he's going to get there. He tried to defy us.
Right, yep.
Wiggins, thankfully, come through for us, getting him out at second.
Yep, Wiggins showing you the arm from the hot corner and behind the dish.
Now the 1-1 gets fouled off, and Gonzalez will now search for his 7th strikeout of the game.
Great all-around athlete by Blake Wiggins. I'm sure, like I said, Blake reminds me of that guy you knew, Devin, in high school that was, great football player, probably a good quarterback, probably can
Solid
dunk
athlete.
a basketball, just a great athlete.
That one misses a little low as well.
Speaking of dunking a basketball, I overheard a conversation in the locker room where A.J. Jones, quite the athlete, says he can dunk a basketball. Alec Hutt begged to differ, so I think we may have to see that here before the season's end. A.J. Jones claims he will dunk a basketball on a fast break. I heard that.
Let's see how we should get a little 3-on-3 tournament with all these Coyotes.
Oh, that'd be fun, huh?
That'd be nuts. I'd love to call that.
I just want to watch, so yeah, hopefully I get an invite to the gymnasium where that's happening. I would love to see that.
That's on my side of town, brother. 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Nice
Strike
pitch by
3.
Gabe.
Down goes David Modler. The 7th strikeout recorded from Gabe Gonzalez. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jay Martz will lead us off here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Score knotted up at 1 apiece. Someone's trying to break through this gap.
Jay Martz, another player from that baseball factory, Liberty High School here. Of course, teammates with Jesse Kaiser, not in the lineup today, but Liberty High School providing some very talented players for our Coyotes.
There's a shot down the right field line, going foul.
0-1 to Martz here. Martz was retired 6-3 in his first plate appearance. Let's see if Jay can reach base in his second time around. Pitching duel as advertised
There's
here.
a towering shot in the shallow left field. Chasing in hard on it will be Lewis and getting called off from Cornwell for out number 1.
Tough sun there. Nice job by Cornwell. P6 to retire Jay Martz. I was saying, pitching duel as advertised. Gabe Gonzalez, 7 Ks. Chase Kaplan matching him pitch for pitch almost here, as Kaplan's only allowed the 1 run on 3 hits. Both pitchers have settled into a groove, and it's fun to watch.
It's only a matter of time for this pitching bubble burst.
Yes.
And we'll see who gets on the better end of that one.
Right, absolutely. And this is a huge game. These
First pitch above the zone.
a rubber man, so to speak, here. CSN came into the series with a 1-game lead. They've extended it now to 2 with the win in Game 1, but could go right back down to 1 if Western Nevada can manufacture a couple runs here and steal this second game. This is a make or break, not a make or break series. I don't want to put it that way. You know, nothing's on the line as far as that goes, but control of the conference and bragging rights
Ground ball
within
left
the state,
side.
which mean a lot.
Picked up by Cornwell. Over in
Ooh.
time for Nist.
What a
Out
throw.
number 2. Excellent play over there by the shortstop.
What an arm. Gosh, he really came up firing, threw that thing on a line here to Nist just in time to barely get Tyler Long at first, but is what it is here. Long retired 6-3, and that's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Here comes DJ.
Quick outs, both sides. Already 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
DJ reached on an error by the third baseman, his last at bat.
Sees the first pitch here, miss outside for ball 1.
DJ batting .370 in a leadoff spot for the Coyotes here.
1-0. Ground ball left side, going foul. Bell had a beat on it.
1 ball and 1 strike here.
Latham waiting on deck just in case.
DJ with 42 hits, 11 extra base hits here, including 3 long balls.
That fastball high and in once again for strike 2. That's a good pitch from Kaplan. Seems to hit every time.
Yeah, it does. He has great control of that pitch, and when he needs to spot it for a strike, he's been on point.
Tries the breaking ball on the outside, hung up and stayed out there.
Kind of floating there on the outside in here. Never had a chance to break back over the plate. Count now. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
There's a ground ball left side. That's going to get through the hole between Bell and Cornwell all the way to Lewis out there and left. And a 2-out shot, base hit from Johnson.
And those are the kind of swings we've become accustomed to seeing from DJ here. Getting on top of that ball, putting it into left field for a single. That's going to be DJ's 43rd hit on the year. And Jarrell Latham steps into the box 2 for 2. 2 singles. Of course, bunt single in his first at bat, and the second one was a little harder hit ball. Same result as Jarrell's looking for hit number 3.
Third baseman Bell playing up on the grass, maybe expecting another bunt. There's that fastball high and out.
Yeah, looked a little outside. Jarrell didn't like that call.
It's in the same spot, whether the batter's in the left or right-handed batter's box. It's that same pitch, that same high and well, this time out fastball.
Yep.
Pick off over to the first.
And
Missed, had to dig that one.
That's that old Tom Glavine approach there, where if they're giving you the outside corner, keep extending it. As long as you're hitting the mitt, even though it doesn't cross the plate, sometimes that doesn't matter. If you're consistently hitting the catcher's glove and you're lined up a little bit outside, the umpire will give you the benefit of the doubt on that call sometimes.
Oh, hit him in the behind.
Yikes.
Latham head to first.
And like I said, watch out. This rivalry has been testy at times. We've seen plenty of hits batsmen. We've seen plenty of intensity out on the field between these two teams. Not saying there's any intention from that pitch there from Kaplan or the ones from Gabe Gonzalez. But like I said, when you get into a rivalry, you're playing a game where the stakes are this high. In-state rivalry, it means as much as it does.
Yeah, the Western Nevada didn't come down here to lose.
You're right.
And of course, CSN doesn't want to lose here either.
Definitely do not. Like I said, CSN now 17-3 through 20 games here at Morse Stadium here. Got to keep the Morse magic going and look to get another victory here.
Blake Wiggins could extend on that magic with one swing of the bat. Curveball, it paints the outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, Blake has been pure magic, like I said, since joining the Coyotes lineup here. Ever since that first weekend, Dev, that Coyotes slug out, we knew we had something special here. Those games against San Jacinto, Yavapai, and Blake has just been just a superstar. What can you say on
that one gets it just out of the glove of Modler. Thankfully, Cornwell's there backing it up. Maybe not the best throw from Kaplan, but either way, Johnson remains on second. And I believe, Kaplan had to deliver that ball, sloppy or not, had to get it out of his hand to avoid the balk.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, if that foot would have came down, definitely would have happened here. A young fan having some fun with our Coyote mascot out there. Great day to be at the ballpark. We have an amazing crowd here. Everybody having a good time on Fan Appreciation Day here at Morse Stadium. Nothing better than watching the fans interact with the Coyote mascot and be engaged in this baseball game here. This is high-level junior college baseball here for control of the Scenic West Athletic Conference. It's nice to see the fans show up in droves here to support both the Western Nevada Wildcats and our College of Southern Nevada Coyotes.
0-2 is the count. Kaplan trying to get out of this one, heading over towards second again. Second place umpire right on him.
That's an interesting turn, too. Like you said, it's the balk there's a potential for it.
And it only takes the slightest of hesitation.
And for a lefty, like you said, that turnaround throw was a lot tougher than it is for a right-hander. Oh.
Throwing over to second. That's going to get out of Johnson.
Throws down. Oh.
Johnson's head's down the whole time.
Yeah, DJ
not going to move.
Yeah, DJ was just worried about sliding back in safely. He did, but that was a
Salyers,
ill-advised throw by Salyers for sure.
Thought he might have had him way off, sliding back in. Maybe a better throw would have made it a bang play.
Made it closer. I thought DJ was close enough though that didn't warrant a throw.
Yeah.
Seems like he's getting a decent secondary lead here as he's just behind the infield umpire here. Let's see what that.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Wiggins, and that'll do it. Coyotes leave 2 on here in the bottom half of the 5th. Score knotted up, still at 1. Leading off for the Wildcats here in the top half of the 6th inning will be number 33, DJ Peters. Peters on the day, 1 for 1 with a single. He wore one the first time he was up.
Peters will be followed by the designated hitter Tim Lichty and left fielder Bradley Lewis. Top half of the 6th inning for the Wildcats.
Gonzalez's first pitch misses below the zone for ball 1.
Gabe's still in there. Seems to have righted the ship here since he's gotten back in to a groove here. Had some trouble here in the top half of the 4th. Gabe is at 85 pitches so far. This could be Mr. Gonzalez's last inning of work, depending on how well he's throwing here. Top half of the 6th, but he's done his job as a starter for the Coyotes.
1-1 gets taken for a ride foul. Ben Cutting still gently tossing around in the Coyote bullpen just in case. Wildcat bullpen inactive.
Yeah, like I said, I'd like to see Ben Cutting come out of the bullpen here, see if he can continue throwing strikes as he has last couple weeks here. He's been a pretty... Oh,
wow, Gonzalez hits Peters right in the back.
And we talked about it, Deb. Peters hit by a pitch for the second time, and he kind of gives Gonzalez a glare as he tries to first base. Like I said, whether there's intent behind these pitches or not, you know the crazy unwritten rules of the game of baseball,
Yeah,
Deb.
seriously.
Eye for an eye is definitely on the top of that list.
Hopefully the Wildcats give him a pass considering that was a 1-2 pitch, and I'm sure
Right.
with the 1-2, the last thing he wants is to have him wear one.
Well, that's the last thing Gonzalez wanted to do is put the leadoff runner on first in a tie game. You know, obviously that's there's no intent there.
Especially with the cleanup batter and the DH, Tim
Right.
Lichty, now at the plate.
No intent whatsoever, but like I said, sometimes that is hardly what matters in these situations here. So
The intent doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's what actually happens.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens as the game and series progresses here. This is game 2 of 4. Another doubleheader for you tomorrow starting at noon here. Let's see Sage Diem.
Looking to lay down the bunt. Pushes it foul.
Lefty on the mound in game 3, and that'll be Mikey York to conclude the series here. 30 minutes following the conclusion of tomorrow's first game here. As the Coyotes look to grab a stranglehold on the Scenic West Athletic Conference here. 2 games in front at the moment. 15-2 in conference so far. Stellar start for the Coyotes here. Can't ask for anything better. Like I said, Nick Garitano said, all I want to do, win the Scenic West and host the Region 18 tournament right back here at Moore Stadium. Maybe even do well enough to host Western Districts if we get that far.
0-2 taken into center field. Latham stepping a couple steps forward and catching it for out number 2.
Great positioning
number
there
1.
by Jarrell Latham as that fly ball literally had to move a step in to get to it here. He's positioned perfectly. 1 away in the inning. Tough out and Tim Lichty retired, and that's going to bring up the left fielder Bradley Lewis. Lewis hit by a pitch as well, flew out to right field in his first at bat.
Gonzalez checking out Peters over there at first. And delivers on home. There goes Peters, going to get a good hit and run call. Martz picks it up, throws it over across in time. No, not in time. Fast wheels from Lewis, beating out the throw.
And you know what? Martz had to wait on that long hop here, and he made it close. I mean, a heck of an arm there by Jay Martz, runner just beating it out by a half a step there. If Martz didn't have to wait on that long hop, he was out by 2 steps. Martz had to wait back on it instead of charging it. It cost him there in that particular instance. Infield hit for Bradley Lewis.
And here comes Coach Garitano. And we might see, well, this is only the first mound visit.
Right. Well, Gabe is, though, I believe now 93 pitches, if I'm correct here. He began the inning with 85.
Looks like this will do it.
This could be it for the big righty, but Gabe here with a heck of a showing here.
And that'll do it for Gabe Gonzalez, and they're going to go to Ben Cutting, the lefty coming out of the bullpen.
Round of applause here from the Coyote fans for Gabe Gonzalez. An excellent job pitching here, the pride of Arborview High School. Arborview Aggies, and that's going to bring up Ben Cutting.
We'll give Cutting a couple warm-up pitches. Enjoy that, and we'll be right back. Looks like Justin Mannins is going to come on in, and he'll be the first batter that Ben Cutting will face here in the top half of the 6th with 1 down and 2 on. So Mannins taking over for Bell.
Bell's day is done here. Bell was 1 for 2, strikeout and a walk.
Runners both go. Double steal popped up in foul territory. Westmoreland going to catch it in foul territory for out number 1. That was a close play as both base runners had to return to their original bags rather quickly.
1 pitch, 1 away. So far, so good for Ben Cutting. As it gets in on Mannins. Mannins fouls that out. Brody Westmoreland able to glove that in foul territory for the second out of the inning. And the Coyotes 1 out away from eliminating the threat here in the top half of the 6th in a 1-1 game.
It'll have to go through the first baseman, Daniel Nist. Ben Cutting's second pitch of the game.
Nist lined out to Jay Martz in his last at-bat. Strikeout victim looking his first plate appearance.
Heads-up play right there as Cutting fakes over towards second. Maybe expecting the double steal once again from the Wildcats on the bags.
Yeah, Ben Cutting here. Tricky little lefty. Throws a couple breaking pitches, some off-speed stuff. Has an average fastball, maybe above average here. Spots it very well, though. And that's the key with the lefty here is just as long as you can hit the corner so you don't have to be overpowering. You just need to throw your fastball for strikes. Ben Cutting seems to do that very well.
Cutting's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Big hack of that breaking ball, and nowhere near it was missed.
Nice job there, hitting 77 miles an hour on the gun with that breaking pitch. Said Ben Cutting is a crafty lefty here.
Setting at the belt. Cutting delivers. Inside. Wiggins able to get there. Two-one count, 2 down, 2 on for the Wildcats. Score tied up at 1 each. Coyotes got 1 in the third. Wildcats answered with 1 on the fourth.
Ben Cutting, very effective batting average against, 196 here on the year. 15.2 innings of work.
High fastball gets him swinging at air for strike 2.
There it is.
Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 down, and 2 on.
Deuce is wild here. Ben Cutting looking to extinguish the fire, so to speak, here. Top half of the 6th inning. Wildcats on first and second. Takes a look back.
Wiggins called for it, low and away, and that's exactly where he got the breaking ball for strike 3. Ben Cutting comes in, gets the first one to foul off, and then strikes out the second one, leaving the Wildcats with 2 on as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Jordan Hand will lead us off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Game still tied at 1 apiece. Coyotes looking to break it open. Try to gain somewhat of an advantage against Chase Kaplan.
Yeah, game deadlocked at 1 apiece here. Hand will be followed by Westmoreland and Drew Newsom. Home half of the 6th inning for the Coyotes. Jordan Hand here was retired 4 unassisted in his first plate appearance. Struck out his last time up.
Third attempt underway. First pitch, nice pitch for strike 1.
Nice breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate there. In for a called strike. Kaplan has really, really been in control of this game the entire way.
0-1 misses outside. A small victory here would be if the Coyotes can allow Kaplan to get pulled off the hill at some point in this inning.
Yes, absolutely. If the Coyotes can just work into that Western Nevada bullpen, that would be a moral victory of sorts. Same pitch kind of catches the inside part of the plate there. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the cleanup hitter for the Coyotes, Jordan Hand. Right fielder made a stellar diving catch toward the line here a few innings ago.
Here he is with a bat in his hand, looking to get a rally going. Plenty of open space out there in left center if he can get in front of one.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's his power alley.
Yeah, well,
right
there goes the ground ball headed that way, getting picked off by Cornwell. Cornwell the nist in time for out number 1.
And a nice arm again shown there by Cornwell as he fires that to Nist. Retired Jordan Hand by a step. And Brody Westmoreland went 5-3 in his first 2 plate appearances here.
I mean, you can see the height of Nist. He was walking around at 6'5".
Yep.
With that really long reach. These bang-bang plays goes the way of the Wildcats. Thankfully for that long reach of his.
Needing every inch to stretch out and make some of those plays here on those throws from short.
First pitch gets fouled off into the net from Westmoreland.
Westmoreland not messing around here as he is up there hacking, looking to put one over the fence here. Like I said, someone's going to have to play here as we get toward the latter part of this game at least. About 2/3 of the way through in the home half of the sixth. Coyotes and Wildcats knotted up at 1 apiece.
That one goes in the dirt, bringing the count to 1-1 with 1 down. Lewis out there in left will have a lot of ground to cover if anything goes his way. Peters in right center and Barkdale playing in right, obviously. 1-1 on the way. Outside. All it takes is one of these balls to get in that sweet spot, hit that alley. Who knows, you might see an inside the park.
Yeah, Westmoreland has those kind of wheels too. If he can two-hop the wall or the warning track there or something in the gap, I mean, he's got that kind of speed where you might see that inside the park home run, especially if the ball is mishandled by one of the outfielders.
3-1, and Westmoreland should get something friendly here from Kaplan. He does and takes it foul off the right side.
Oh, Brody definitely letting the bat head get through the zone there.
Full count with 1 down. A smidge of Wildcat activity in their bullpen. A little bit of soft toss about to get underway. Maybe expecting the same thing and expecting Kaplan that this might be his final inning.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaplan's got to let it all hang out here. Make sure he gets his Wildcats back up to bat with a
full count pitch. Misses outside. Ball 4, and Westmoreland heads over to first.
Nice eye there by Brody. Working a walk here on base for the first time today. It's going to bring up designated hitter Drew Newsom, 0 for 2 today. Ground out to shortstop and a fly out to left field.
First walk since the first inning. Credited to Kaplan, who's dialed himself in since. Now with Drew Newsom at the dish. 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a fly out. Made contact, trying to put one fair.
Absolutely here. Drew Newsom here, a 400 hitter. Doesn't take much to do the math there. This guy's due to put one in the outfield here, at least get on base. Instead, he skies this on the infield here.
Elevator home run. Who's going to camp on under it?
Kaplan calls off everybody. Generally, you see either the catcher or the first baseman call off the pitcher. Not in that case, as Kaplan gloves it himself for the second out of the inning. Drew Newsom retired on a pop-up to the pitcher.
First pitch.
Jared Perns coming to the dish here. 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to center field.
Coyotes could use some 2-out magic with the go-ahead run at first.
Definitely can here in this pitcher's duel as Kaplan is still on the mound here. Starter for Western Nevada. Of course, Gabe Gonzalez was relieved successfully by Ben Cutting in the top half of the 6th inning. As Cutting got the final 2 outs to keep the game knotted up at 1 apiece. Kaplan comes set to deliver the next pitch to Perns.
Kaplan's 71st pitch might be a little bloop shot in the right field and going to land in foul territory.
Foul.
The diving Nist lays out for it. Made a guy the wind knocked out of him a smidge. Lost the hat, lost the shades.
And that would have been so interesting to see that land fair. Brody was on his horse. He was 4 steps away from third base when that ball landed. I think Garetano would have sent him and he would have scored.
That would have been an interesting play to see it test the arm of Barkdale out there.
It would have been. I like to see Brody's got some wheels. He's definitely very underrated speed here, but when you're a power hitter and you hit for the kind of average that Brody Westmoreland does, that kind of gets lost in the shuffle. But he's quick.
See Kaplan checking on Nist before they return to play. Really laid out for that one. 6'5" man out there at first base trying to make a play for his pitcher.
And to give me some credibility to my statement, Brody 4 for 5 on stolen base attempts this year. 80%.
Yeah, throw it down to first.
Oh.
Wow, and immediately Nist gets tested.
I'll tell you, Salyers has played with fire in a couple instances here. That throwback to second that DJ got back in and didn't notice where he could have got to third. And that ball could have got up the right field line. I mean, and if that would have been the case, Westmoreland would be standing on third base right now in a really unnecessary throwback. See, that's that Yadier Molina syndrome. I know people think that that's a good technique. I don't agree. You know, if you're going to throw through like that, make sure you got the guy dead to right.
The ground ball left side. Hard play for Cornwell. Cornwell, the Nist. Not in time. Beating out the throw. Bang, bang play as Westmoreland ends up over to third.
And Nist biting his glove in shock there, trying to keep from saying anything that the umpire might hear. Heck of a throw by Cornwell. Heck of a stretch by Nist. Just not in time. Give him a single there. But like I said, that's that Yadier Molina syndrome, Ivan Rodriguez, where every catcher thinks that they can just hop up out of the crouch and they can fire back to the bases. That's a recipe for disaster sometimes, especially at the junior college level, because as nice as it looks at the major league level, it's not necessarily fundamental baseball. And it's not necessarily fundamental catching.
More than anything, it just might not be necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's kind of it's a look good type deal where they say, let me show you my arm, let me show you what I can do. Sometimes those balls sail wide and get away from their fielders.
Now you got runners on the corners. Jay March takes it into the center field. Still chasing back on it is Peters and catching it for out number 3.
Jay March gave it a ride, not far enough here. Mark that F8 in your books. Coyotes strand 2 in the home half of the 6th as we head to the top of the 7th. Coyotes and Wildcats tied at 1 apiece.
Top 7, leading off for the Wildcats, will be number 13, Casey Cornwell. Shortstop over there made a couple plays. A couple didn't go his way. A couple did.
Cornwell, a strikeout victim in both his plate appearances so far. Looking the first time, swinging the second time. He'll be followed by the catcher, Sam Salyers, and then the top of the lineup, Chandler Bergdahl.
Coyote making an appearance on your screen as the first pitch misses outside from cutting.
And this young lady following the Coyote around will be, if the Coyote is the official mascot of the College of Southern Nevada, she is now the unofficial mascot of the College of Southern Nevada for sure.
Yeah, this young girl, maybe, I don't know, five or 6.
Got to be 5, full of energy and enthusiasm. She's giving the Coyote a run for her money out there.
She's been following the Coyote since the 3rd inning.
Coyote cannot shake this young fan here. It's great to see. Everyone having a good time out at the ballpark here on a gorgeous day for baseball. Clear skies as far as the eye can see. Ben Cutting comes set to deliver the 1-1 pitch to Cornwell. Cornwell, multiple strikeout victims here in his first 2 plate appearances.
Ground ball right side, hard one over to Johnson. Johnson of Westmoreland for out number 1.
And DJ makes it look easy. 4-3 in the books to retire Cornwell. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Sam Salyers. Salyers also 0 for 2. Flied out to right field and popped up to the first baseman. His first 2 plate appearances.
Salyers, the Wildcat catcher this second game.
Yeah, Salyers has been active behind the plate. He's made some questionable throws. They haven't come back to bite him too hard. But as the game progresses, we'll see how that works out for him. Sam stepping into the box.
First pitch here misses a little low and in. Wildcat bullpen getting going. Double barrel action now. Next pitch misses high for ball, too. Looks like they got Josh Mill throwing around in the Wildcat bullpen.
Well, finally someone behind Kaplan here, and a welcome sight for the Coyotes. They'd be happy to see anybody but Chase Kaplan come out and take the bump there, as they've had their struggles going against the Western Nevada ace, or de facto ace. Like I said, undefeated on the season, 7-0 record, and we see why.
2-1 on the way. Taken in a right field, going foul.
And, of course, we have Major League Baseball opening weekend here. Called it opening night Sunday. There's 3 baseball games followed by action all afternoon on Monday. So
Dodgers don't want it. We're going to go to L.A. and make it they're coming to us this year and make it happen.
Down in San Diego, huh? Petco Stadium.
Home of the All-Star game.
Oof.
I looked at those tickets. I immediately exited out of my
right,
browser.
yeah, I was going to say.
I'm not even going to worry about it.
Those are out of my price range there.
It's a lovely thought, though.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just go down to San Diego and watch it somewhere near the stadium.
If I want to take out a loan, maybe I'll go for it.
Right, yeah. Well, that's always something I got to scratch off the bucket list someday, go to an MLB All-Star game. I would love to see that. The Home Run Derby, all the festivities that surround it are just incredible. I think MLB has the best All-Star game of any of the major sports, Devin.
Although the NHL got a little more interesting this year, too.
No, it definitely did.
But still.
Still MLB's the king.
And until they can really convince the NFL players to really get after it, then it'll always be baseball.
Because to me, it's nothing more than an exhibition game with mild tackling. It looks almost like a flag football game. Not that that's not exciting. But until the NFL wants to change the structure, maybe
it's better than like the late 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Just a whole lot of nothing football.
Well, they should maybe just go 7-on-7 like the high school kids do when they do the games there, and it makes for fun. I mean, can you imagine Odell Beckham, some of these athletes getting open in 7-on-7 drills? It would look like a clinic out there. It'd be fun.
1-1 misses outside.
And I think the NFL needs to open up the skills competition a little more.
Thank you. I was going to say, that'd be awesome.
Show off some of these guys' talents. Have them throw the ball, through some rings 40, 50 yards down. Make it fun. You know what I mean?
Bring the top 4 punters. Come out, let them kick.
Exactly. The receivers, making catches, maybe, just do something fun, get the fans involved, and show the athleticism of some of the best athletes in the entire world that are gracing the presence of the National Football League. Open it up, Raj. Come on.
2-1. Breaking ball gets into the back of the net. Honestly, the coolest thing you can immediately do, switch positions. Put your left tackle out there, at wide receiver. Let him run out on a route. It'd just be fun to see.
Yeah, let's see quarterbacks catching passes. Let's see linemen or running backs throwing balls. I mean, let's mix it up. Have some fun. Like I said, come on, the NFL is
make it like just an open call to the skills competition.
It's a great game. The NFL is a beautiful game. Everybody loves football. Let's have some fun with it.
Swing and a miss.
Nice
Strike
pitch.
3. Ben Cutting, retiring them in order. 3 up, 3 down. Top 7 going to give the bats back to the Coyotes as we hit to the 7th inning stretch.
Time to stretch. And welcome back to the broadcast, folks. Just stretched here at Moore Stadium, bottom half of the 7th inning. Coyotes and Wildcats knotted up at 1 apiece here in the battle for the top spot in the Scenic West Athletic Conference. Coyotes 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. For the visitors from Carson City, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. As first pitch is driven into left field for a base hit. Tyler Long clapping as he gets to first for his first hit of the game. And we're going back to the top of the lineup with DJ. DJ's 1 for 3 with a single. Grounded out to shortstop and reached on an E5. See if DJ can get this rally going for the Coyotes in the home half of the 7th.
Go ahead run at first base. See if DJ can get another hit as he did last time he was up.
Yeah, DJ looked a little bit out of sorts in the first game. Like I said, kind of coming around, putting some good swings on a couple balls here, the E5 and then the single. See if Dylan can build on that. And
still Kaplan on the bump.
now it's time for the Coyotes to do what they do best, play for a run here, Dev. You got to take bottom of the 7th here. Like I said, one run here by either side may be enough to get it done here in this stellar pitching-dominated Game 2 of the series here. Pitchers duel, to say the least here. Gabe Gonzalez started it off for our Coyotes, and Ben Cutting has come out of the bullpen firing strikes. 3 Ks and 1.2 innings of relief.
Yeah, 15 runs during the first game, maybe a little spoiled.
Yeah.
Now it's only 2 here in the second.
Right, I thought we were going to see an offensive onslaught maybe all weekend. That might not be the precursor, though, from Game 1. We got the pitchers duel following it up. DJ shows bunt on the pitch and is taken low and inside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes to the Coyotes second baseman here, as Kaplan has been a puzzle the Coyotes are yet to solve here at Moore Stadium, bottom half of the 7th inning. DJ steps back in the box awaiting the 2-0 pitch from Kaplan.
I think Kaplan's already sitting around like 80-something pitches.
Yeah, he has to be. Has to be in the 80s. This guy, I mean, he's had some quick innings, but 77. Wow. Gosh, I would have swore the guy was at least in the low to mid 80s, but he's been very economical with his pitch count. That ball misses high and inside for ball 3. And if you're DJ, if I'm Coach Garitano trying to get in the mind of Coach G out there, I'm keeping that bet on my shoulder for at least 2 pitches.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it at all.
Not even close.
And then if anything, tell Latham on deck to bunt him over.
Oh, absolutely.
There it is, ball 4.
Ball 4. DJ shows bunt, pulls back. That's ball 4. And like you said, yeah, have Latham here. Like you said, the most effective thing for your 2-hole hitter is that he's a threat to put it on the ground and beat it out anyways. And worst case scenario, if you can sack the runners over to second and third for Jarrell Latham, you did your job. Latham on base every time so far. First 2 at-bats resulted in singles. One was a bunt single. The other one was an infield single. And then he was hit by a pitch.
This situation presented itself in the 3rd inning.
Yep.
That's how we got our first run around, so hopefully the same thing can happen here. But
yeah, meeting on the mound, and Coach Garitano is going to come have a few words of encouragement for his center fielder here, as this is a crucial, critical spot in this ball game here. A 1-1 game, bottom of the 7th inning here. Coyotes have been able to muster 6 hits, only 1 run. The visitors from Carson City, 3 hits, 1 run as well, 1 error for the Wildcats, but this is it. These opportunities have been few and far between for the Coyotes offensively here. They want to make sure that they do everything they can to get that go-ahead run across here, and you might see Mr. Alec Hutt one more time.
If you're open for an invitation, this is it right here. 2 on, nobody down, bottom 7. Excellent opportunity to take the lead.
Let's see if Jarrell throws that bunt down.
Kaplan heading over to second.
And that balk it's lurking. He spins around, fakes the throw, but it's close.
Oh, Coach DJ Whittemore going to come on out, and if anything, might pull it.
Yeah, I think crafty move
preemptive
there. DJ might have just wanted to buy his relief pitchers. That's still Mills in the bullpen here. A little more time. I'm not sure. We'll get you a number here in a second. But that could be it for Chase Kaplan. Of course, the lefty, I'm sure, doesn't want to get pulled in this instance, but
yeah, they're coming on around is Josh Mills.
Josh Mills, that's it. And give a round of applause for Chase Kaplan here. He pitched a fantastic game through 6 innings, allowing only 1 run on 6 hits. He is responsible for the 2 Coyote base runners that currently occupy first and second. But a great job by Chase Kaplan. I mean, he really had the Coyotes hitters off balance all game. Umpire says, all right, it's time to make a move here. What do we got?
Going for Mill.
And what we got is Mill coming in. So we're going to let Mill throw some warm-up pitches, and we'll be right back here on the Coyote Sports Network.
Josh Mill now on the hump. Right-handed sophomore, walking around 5'11", 178. Exact weight here on the roster. Went to Rancho High School here in Vegas. Now on the hill against the Coyotes with 2 on and nobody down. First batter he's going to have to try to go through will be Jarrell Latham.
And like I said, Latham, always a candidate to throw a bunt down. See what Coach
He's there, he's showing it.
See what G has cooking.
Pulls it back, called ball.
Ball, nice. Like I said, that's always in Latham's repertoire here. Said fast enough to beat that out.
Corner infielders playing up on the grass, expecting that bunt. Let's see if Latham decides to throw it down.
Let's see, the 1-0 count. It's his pitch.
Popping it up. Oh, wow, it's going to go right to him. And Latham knows, as he should, that's not what you do.
Coach Garitano
Displeased.
bent over in displeasure, to say the least, at third base here on the 1-0 pitch. The only thing that you didn't want from Jarrell Latham was a pop-up bunt on the infield, and that's what you got.
Salyers behind the dish, pumping his fist in appreciation
All right,
for that gift that
DJ
Latham just gave
Whittemore
up.
has to be fired up in that Western dugout, because that was a huge out, a gift out there.
Yeah, here's an early
Latham.
Christmas gift.
Yeah, you're welcome. Blake Wiggins steps into the plate. We got to move on here. Strikeout victim in his last at bat, but he also did produce the only RBI for the Coyotes on a sac fly to right field. Let's see if Wiggins has another RBI in him with 2 on and 1 away.
Double play opportunities for the Wildcats. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Nice breaking pitch there by Josh Mill. Kind of fell off the table here as Wiggins was hoping to make solid contact with that. When he looked up, the ball was already in the catcher's glove. Swinging over the top of that breaking pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The Coyote catcher today, Blake Wiggins.
Mill gets set at the belt
This would
and
be
delivers.
a heck.
Oh, that one's going to get away from Salyers behind the dish. Not able to locate it. Still not able to locate it. No, not going to come on around. Stopping
okay,
at that third
okay.
will be long.
Hey, but second and third there, Coyotes without the bunt here after the mishandling by Jarrell Latham here, do get their runners at second and third with only 1 out. And what do we call it, Dev?
The same effect.
Same effect, situational baseball, we say. It's very imperative to know your situation, know the count, know the game scenario here, and try to score a run without necessarily getting a hit here. You got to manufacture a run. If Blake Wiggins can hit a fly ball to the outfield or something, the infielders are now drawn in on the right side, so he's probably going to have to get it past them, past the drawn in infield to try to produce a run, maybe even without getting a hit.
1-1 on the way. Right down the middle for strike 2.
Nice pitch.
Josh Mill now back in control ahead of the count. Wiggins will have to play protect. Infielders playing up on the lip of the grass, trying to avoid any runs coming on home.
Yeah, Modler, Nist, everybody here is on the infield grass. But you know the stats, Devin, a drawn in infield, batting average goes up almost 100 points. It was something like 86 points.
That's pretty good.
Yep, against a drawn in infield.
I'd like to see something like that here. 2-2 with 2 on and 1 down.
Absolutely here. Wiggins here with a 2-2 count. Can't get fooled here. He's got to protect a little bit at the plate. Last thing you want to do is get fooled on a breaking pitch here.
Ground ball left side going foul. Long on third. Wiggins at the dish. You got Johnson over there at second.
Big spot here for the Coyotes and Blake Wiggins here. No man you'd rather have up than the 3-hole hitter for this team. Blake Wiggins looking to provide some late inning drama here for the Coyotes. Give them the lead going into the 8th.
Oh, it's going to hit him.
Oh.
Wow, high and in on him. Caught him in the shoulder. That one hurt.
See, and
That one hurt bad.
here goes this game, Devin, that we've already seen 5 hit batsmen now in this game. And this is the first day. We have 2 more games to continue the series here. Hold your breath, folks. Rivalry baseball is rivalry baseball.
That was a tough shot.
Yep.
At least he turned with it.
Yeah, and again, I don't think there was any intent whatsoever
not at
by
all.
Mill to throw inside and hit a batter. But like I said, we've seen 5 batsmen hit between both teams here in this second game. It's getting chippy.
Yeah, it's gonna lead to some passive aggressiveness.
Yes, and it could boil over. And you know what I mean by that. You know, we get into tomorrow's game. We get into the final game of the series.
There's a lot of baseball to be played.
Oh, my goodness, there is. And, again, you just want the players to be safe. You know, you just want everything to work out well. But, like I said, the rivalry games like this, these kind of, you know, rivals go at it the way they do year after year. Scenic West Athletic Conference, a lot of these guys might have played with one another here, high school level or otherwise.
Yeah.
And it gets chippy quick.
And now the pressure is really on Josh Mill. Josh Mill, if anything, got Latham to pop up right back at him, but then left Salyers on an island, throwing that wild pitch, allowing the runners to move. Now hitting a batter, loading the bases with only one down. First pitch goes below the zone against Jordan Hand.
Yep, and the Coyote cleanup hitter here, Jordan Hand, looking for his first hit of the game. We don't even need that much. If Jordan can put a fly ball into the outfield here, they can be plenty deep enough to score Tyler Long from third.
Double play opportunity remains for Western Nevada.
That is the scary part here. Jordan Hand, not the fleetest of foot there. If he does hit a hard shot to one of these infielders there, he is a double play candidate.
1-1 count remains, one with one down. Mill getting set at the belt. Salyers calling for it out. Gets it low and away for ball 2.
2-1 here for Hand. Sitting in the catbird seat here. Up in the count, he's got to make this at back count here if you're going to put a ball in play. He said you want to make sure you make solid contact, maybe even get some lift on that ball and get it out to the outfield. Outfielder's at medium depth here.
Ground ball left side going foul. It's been a tough play for Mannins over there at third.
Oh, definitely would have.
Especially down the line.
Hugging the line there, yep. If that ball would have stayed fair, I mean, something up the line here might clear the bases. Coach Garitano standing in the third base box there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here for the Coyote cleanup hitter, Jordan Hand.
And the 2-2. This is on the inner half. Curveball looked good to a lot of Wildcats. Not to the umpire behind the dish who brings the count full.
Give Hand some credit. He spit on a very close pitch here. That would have been a pitcher's pitch had it been called. It wasn't. We're going full. No place to put Hand. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Big pitch here.
Big pitch here for Mill. Sets at the belt and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Hand for the second out of the inning.
And the high wire act continues for Mill as he's able to stay on the wire for now as he strikes out Jordan Hand, swinging huge out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And that's going to bring up number 17, Brody Westmoreland. Grounded out to third base in his first 2 plate appearances and walked his last time up. And Brode's the last hope for the Coyotes here in the bottom half of the 7th as bases are full for number 17.
Salyers calling for it out. Gets it a little too far out for ball 1.
Nice eye there by Westmoreland here, not getting super aggressive, trying to chase something. He thought maybe he might have wanted to hunt first pitch fastball or something and try to swing regardless. See that sometimes with power hitters here, especially in a run-producing situation.
Swing and a miss. Big hack right there from Westmoreland. 1-1 with 2 down.
What a shot in the arm this would give the Wildcats here if they were able to strand the bases loaded here. It kind of looked like a dire situation for Western Nevada. They're able to find their way out of this. Watch out.
Sets to the belt, delivers, fouled off.
Tough pitch on
Got
the
on
inside.
top of that
one. Got in on Westmoreland's hands there. He wasn't able to fight. Well, he fought it off a little bit. He fouled at the plate, but now a 1-2 count for Mill here. He can waste a pitch if he wants here. See if he can get Brody to chase something maybe low and outside, out of the zone.
Just don't leave it up there for him.
Right, yeah, just don't make a mistake with this guy because number 17 will make you pay. But Josh Mill in control of this at bat right now. 1-2 count on the Coyotes' first baseman. And we have time at the plate.
Looks like Salyers behind the dish called that one.
Yeah.
Maybe threw one sign down and maybe Mill thought it was something else.
Yeah, maybe he's just talking strategy here.
Go up, clear it out with this pitcher. Head back to the dish.
Bags full of Coyotes here. Best opportunity CSN has had to score since the third inning when they did plate the single run of the game on a Blake Wiggins sacrifice fly.
Salyer's calling for it out. 1-2. Outside.
Nice job by Westmoreland to hold up on that pitch here as it tails outside of the zone for ball 2. Deuces are wild there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Home half of the 7th inning. Coyotes and Wildcats knotted up at 1 apiece.
One swing of the bat helps out the Coyotes. Mill getting set at the belt and delivers. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Has to complete it out. Throw it over to first. And he does for out number 3. And with that, the Wildcats come up huge, stranding 3 Coyote batters on the bags. And the score will remain tied at 1 as we head to the 8th. Top 8, and leading us off will be number 3, David Modler. Coyotes so far this game have left 10 men stranded on the bases, and as opposed to the Wildcats 6. So either way, there's 16 potential runs for either side, and here we are, the 1-1 game in the 8th.
Yep, ton of missed opportunities by both sides here. It's going to come down to who can capitalize and put one across the plate here first.
Who wants it more? We're about to find out.
Yep.
Cutting up on the bump. Delivers a second pitch, misses inside, falling behind Modler 2-0.
Big inning for Ben Cutting, trying to get his Coyotes back in the dugout. Still tied up here. He's going to have to face a 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Wildcats, Modler, DJ Peters, and designated hitter Tim Lichty.
That one hits the zone for strike 1.
Cutting, though, has been very impressive in relief so far here. Everything I've seen from Ben, he's spotting his fastball and throwing his breaking pitches for strikes. Nice pitch there by Cutting again. Fastball on the outside corner is going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the 2-2 from Cutting. Misses away. Bringing the count full. We'll see what him and Wiggins have cooked up.
Yep, last thing Ben wants to do is walk the leadoff hitter Modler here, especially with a guy with some speed. Want to keep him off the base pass at any cost.
Gets one fouled off. Ooh, it hit the inner half of the shin guard against
Ouch.
Wiggins behind the dish. That's why you wear it.
Yeah, absolutely. Catchers taking a beating behind the plate is nothing new here. Unsung heroes of the game.
Full count pitch again. Taken into left field. Camping under it will be Long. And catching it for out number 1.
Nice job there by Tyler. It's a tough sun here as it's setting a little bit here at Moore Stadium. F7, that's going to bring up center fielder DJ Peters.
Yeah, we got about an hour, a little over an hour left of sunlight. Don't anticipate us being here that long.
Right.
But
Never know.
In case, that it's here.
And DJ Peters here, victim of the hit by pitch twice today.
Yeah, back is sore.
In between the 2 hit by pitches, he does have a single.
And he's laid himself out a couple times playing first. That body, he's going to sleep well tonight.
Oh, yeah. Peters has definitely earned his keep, so to speak.
1-0. Swipe.
Nice placement there by Cutting here. Kind of tied Peters up. And thought about swinging by the time he did. Ball was across the plate for a called strike.
Good thing Wiggins got that call. Ball bounced out of his glove. One of those could be a ball, even if it hits through the zone.
Yeah, and I hope Wiggins is feeling okay after getting hit in the last inning as well. Looked like he kind of wore that pretty hard here.
Yeah.
He fell to the ground before he was able to trot to first. Tough guy, but those pitches, getting hit by pitches, never fun.
2-1 from Cutting. Ground ball, left side, knocked down. Oh, Pern's not able to handle it. Keeps it in front of him, but Peters ends up on first.
Pern just got a little bit ahead of himself there. He didn't quite have the ball in the glove. Looking for a quick relay throw to Brody Westmoreland at first. Fortunately, the E5 is going to come up to bite him. Hit.
It looks like the scoreboard gave him a hit.
Infield hit. It's a generous scoring.
Tim Lichty at the dish to see if Cutting can induce a ground ball here and get out.
And Tim Lichty, the always dangerous Tim Lichty here. He's had 8 long balls, 39 RBIs on the season.
0 for 2 on the day, grounded out 4-6-3 to end the first. Catching a first strike here. Cutting still seems pretty chill on the hill.
Absolutely, yeah. Cutting has come in and done a fantastic job. That's kind of been lost in the deflation of last inning here with the Coyotes stranding the bases loaded here and not able to scratch a run across. But Ben Cutting has done his job and then some, coming out of the pen in relief of Gabe Gonzalez. Couldn't have asked for anything more here. See, it looks like the Coyotes may have an arm getting loose in the pen right now. Should I get you a number? Maybe Tyler Hallett.
0-1, misses it outside. Wiggins trying to frame it up for his pitcher. Umpire not fooled.
Nice little breaking pitch by Cutting, just out of the zone here for ball 1. This would be a perfect time for a ground ball. See if he can get Lichty to roll over on one here to one of the infielders.
That one gets fouled off. 1-2 with 1 down.
Lefty on lefty matchup here is Cutting and Lichty. Duel it out here in the top half of the 8th inning. A tie ball game. Very, very well played game here, as they usually are between Western Nevada and CSN.
Cutting searching for his 4th strikeout. 1-2 on the way. Headed over to first.
Cutting just keeping him honest over there at first base. Peters back in plenty of time there. Standing up. Just want to let Peters know that he's there.
Count remains 1-2. Lichty waiting patiently. Gets a curveball taken in a right center field. Excellent
trouble.
shot through the gap. Coming in hard
trouble.
on it is Latham. Going to play at third. Just get it off to the cutoff man Johnson. Runners on the corners with 1 down.
DJ Peters not the fleetest of foot, but that ball got deep enough in the outfield that he's able to walk into third base. And with runners on first and third,
Coach Garitano.
Coach G makes a walkout. I think we may see Tyler Hallett.
I didn't really see anybody throwing around. He might just come to be talking to him.
I did.
Johnson.
Yeah, someone's
tagging.
throwing on
He's
the
just
bunt
he's
there.
just tagging second. Maybe thinking Peters didn't tag second as he went to third.
Yeah, Peters not the fleetest of foot. He could have overstepped the bag as he kind of rounded second awkwardly as he walked into third. Coach Garitano is going to take the.
No, he's just talking to him.
He's not
I mean, this is the first mound visit for Cutting, and there's nobody really in the bullpen for the Coyotes. I doubt Coach Garitano is going to bring somebody cold.
Right.
Yeah, just Coach Garitano going to talk to him here. Situational play for the Coyotes with 1 down here in the top half of the 8th. Runners on the corners. Double play opportunity still presenting itself for CSN.
Umpire out to the mound to break up the meeting here. Coach Garitano says what he needs to Sage Diem. He trots back to the dugout here. 1-1 game. Well, tit for tat, Devin. We had our chance at the bottom of the 7th. Came up with nothing. Western Nevada threatening here in the top half of the 8th with runners on first and third and only one away. Let's see if we can turn them away at the door the way they did us last half inning.
One could imagine that Lichty will attempt to steal second.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, well, he might. I mean, let's see here on the season.
We'll find out for sure.
Lichty is 2 for 2 stolen base opportunities. Not the fleetest of foot.
Oh, they're going to try to
squeeze
squeeze on him. They're going to try to go home. Not able to handle it.
Oh, and Cutting had a chance. He
going over to the
get
third.
It there.
Now he's going to try to and heading over to second easily.
Wow.
Tough play. The suicide squeeze works in the favor of the Wildcats. Now up by 1 run with only 1 down and runners on second and third.
That was one of those all or nothing plays. Ben Cutting tried to field it with his glove and flip to Blake Wiggins. Unfortunately, the best laid plans, you know the way that goes, gets away from the catcher Blake Wiggins. Western Nevada always aggressive on the base pass, have their runners end up now on second and third, still only 1 away in the inning, and it's crucial Ben Cutting forget about that last play, settle in here and try to keep this a 1-run deficit as the Coyotes now trail by a run with only 6 outs left in this game.
Coyote infielders playing up on the grass. First pitch, fouled off into the net.
Healthy hack there for sure.
A 1 with 1 down.
And that's is that Mannins at the plate?
Yes, it is.
All right, just making sure here.
Justin Mannins at the dish.
Justin Mannins has an opportunity to break this thing open, or if not, give his team a little more breathing room here. If they can manufacture a run, that's a hard hit ball to right field. That's going to be
going to catch it. Going to try to throw it on home.
Well, deep enough to score the run here.
A little too far deep, and that'll make it 3-1 Western Nevada.
And we always say, Def, situational baseball coming into play. If you can do it, and if you know how to play the game and understand the situations, you're going to be successful most of the time. A very headsy, productive at bat by Mannins for the sac fly to right field. Jordan Hand gets a ball in, but before he does, Wildcats touch home for the 3rd time today and now lead CSN 3-1 in the top of the 8th. And it seems like the air is out of the balloon, Dev. That kind of deflated the crowd a little bit here. And Ben Cutting here, you got to stay the course, got to bear down and get this final out here.
First pitch against NIST is in there for strike 1.
Last thing you want to do is allow NIST to get that runner home from third. That would totally deflate the offense here. Like I said, the Coyotes are going to have their work cut out for them with only 6 outs left here, trailing by 2 runs at the moment.
Tried to squeeze again.
Wow.
Wiggins getting on up, popping on up, running the runner back over to third.
Wow, and DJ being very aggressive, huh?
Quite so.
Seeing the suicide squeeze work to his advantage, but fortune favors the bold, Dev. That's what they say. You go out there, you go all out with the squeeze. It would have been a tough play, but Cutting could have maybe gloved it and flipped underhand to Wiggins. It might have been a play at the plate, but it is what it is.
0-2. Cutting gets
nice
a final
by Ben
pitch right there for strike 3, but damage has been dealt as the Wildcats take the lead 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, leading us off for your CSN Coyotes, number 3, the DH, Drew Newson.
Drew Newson will be followed by Jarrett Perns. Following Perns will be shortstop Jay Martz here in the home half of the 8th for the Coyotes. The sand is dwindling through the hourglass, Dev. We have 6 precious outs here left to try to do something about this 2-run deficit, and let's hope Drew can get us started.
First pitch he sees goes through the zone for strike 1. It's still Josh Mill up on the bump. Nobody in the Wildcat bullpen, so Mill might get the win if he can hang on.
Yep, Josh Mill now the pitcher of record, Devin. Great job there.
Breaking ball misses high.
And he's earned it. If he doesn't get the victory, he came in and walked the tightrope and, made the pitches when he needed to. Give him credit, striking out Jordan Hand and Brody Westmoreland back-to-back in that bottom of the 7th. Those were monster outs for Western Nevada.
Sally was called for that one way in.
Wow.
Almost hit Drew. 2-1 count.
Been happy to wear that to get on base here and bring the tying run to the plate. Unfortunately, it's just inside. 2-1 count here. Newson looking to reach base any way he can. Coyotes need to make up a 2-run deficit, like I said, with only 6 precious outs left offensively.
3-1 count. Mill falling behind. Newson will get something friendly.
Let's see if Newson here.
Taken up, fouled over our heads, bringing the count full.
Thank goodness that went out of play. Said Drew was kind of hacking there a little bit. I'm glad that didn't get popped up on the infield for an easy out. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the Coyote designated hitter.
Big huff from Mill. Shakes off the first sign. Likes the second one. Salyer's setting out. Gets it in. Gets it fouled.
Nice job there by Drew to fight off a really good pitch here from Mill. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'll tell you one thing about these Coyotes. They will not go quietly. They're going to fight you every inch of the way. 6 outs or however long this game continues.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
I was just going to comment to you. See the shadows, Devin, kind of coming, hovering over home plate there. I wonder if it's hard to pick up that ball out of the pitcher's hand going from daylight to shade back to daylight.
I'd say so.
Yep, that's going to bring up Jarrett Perns. We'd like to say hello to Grandma and Papa Perns back in Cleveland, Ohio. Wish Papa Perns a speedy recovery. He just had a knee replacement there. Best wishes from the Coyote family here in Southern Nevada.
There's a shot from Perns over to deep left field. Might get over the head. No, snagging it is Lewis in left on the very first pitch for out number 2.
Gosh, Jared giving that one a ride for Papa and Grandma here all the way to the warning track. Unfortunately, just short here as we're able to glove that for the second out of the inning. Grandpa Perns, like I said, best wishes. Good luck on the recovery on the knee replacement here. We got 2 down here in the inning, and that's going to bring up Jay Martz. Martz 0 for 3 here, looking to get on base any way he can and bring the tying run to the plate. That's all it takes, Dev.
Breaking ball hits on the inner half for strike 1. Josh Mill really dialed in. There's at least 3 strikeouts since he's came in.
Yeah, absolutely. Mill has done his job.
0-1.
Coyotes looking for a bloop and a blast potentially here. Just get on base any way you can, bring that tying run to the plate, make something happen.
0-2 with 2 down. Martz will have to play protect.
Absolutely here.
Mill shakes off the first one.
Easier said than done.
Steps off.
Jay Martz here as Mill has been in control since coming into this inning for sure. Like I said, he was doing a high wire act in the 7th, but he has been in control here in the 8th. Retiring Newson and Perns pretty easily here. Much to the dismay of the Coyote dugout. 4 precious outs left here in this ball game for CSN.
There will be a doubleheader tomorrow. First game at noon. We'll be live and hope you will be here as well. 0-2. Above the zone.
Absolutely. Alumni Appreciation Day, folks. Come out to the ballpark and show your support for the Coyotes here. Alumni, like to see them out in full force here, supporting the Coyotes in this critical midseason conference battle with Western Nevada.
1-2 gets fouled off. Ooh, it looked like it hit the knee of Salyers behind the dish.
Yeah, that hurt.
Stinger.
Salyers got to shake that off there.
Especially if that goes from bat to knee.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You got the protection, but sometimes the ball hits you where the pads and the equipment are not, and that's just the life of a catcher here. Salyers probably dealing with that quite a bit throughout the season, as all catchers are. Take the bumps and bruises and grind of a baseball season.
Good eye from Martz as that one misses outside. 2-2 with 2 down.
Jay Martz here looking to get on base here, 0 for 3. Grounded out to shortstop, popped out to the shortstop in the first 2 at-bats, and then flied out to center field. Gave that one a ride. DJ Peters was able to glove it, though.
Breaking ball gets him on the inner half for strike 3. Martz goes down with a backwards K. That's 4 strikeouts from Josh Mills since he's entered the game. Coyotes down to their final 3 as we head to the top of the 9th. Ninth inning, and still up on the bump for the Coyotes is Ben Cutting, and the first batter he will have to face will be number 13, Casey Cornwell.
Casey Cornwell will be followed by catcher Sam Salyers, and then back to the top of the lineup with Chandler Burkdale.
First pitch misses out, and if anything, to Cutting's favor, I should say. He's facing the coldest 3 bats in the lineup due up.
Yeah, and Cutting, it's a good showing.
There's a pop up right side. Camping out under it is Westmoreland in foul territory for out number 1.
Even though he may get tagged with the loss, and whatever happened in that inning with the 2 runs, I've been very impressed with Cutting's outing so far. Like I said, he's pitched well. He's had a good showing of himself, and sometimes in a loss you learn things about yourself, and I think this is something for the young Ben Cutting to learn from, move on from. But this overall, I think Garetano and Gibbs will be impressed with the effort he put out so far today.
He's got Salyers at the dish now as he paints that outside corner for strike 1. And if anything, sure, he could be credited with the loss, but could also be credited with the win.
Yes, you know it. Like I said, a 2-run deficit for this team, hardly insurmountable here. Maybe last year's team, he might have been a little more nervous and questioning it, but this team can hit, folks. We've seen him come back. Making up a 2-run deficit is hardly a shock to us if they were able to
Cuttings
do so.
0-2 gets him swinging at air for strike 3, and just like that, 2 runs down here in the top of the 9th.
And you said it, Dev. Capture a little momentum, maybe a strikeout, maybe a nice defensive play to end the inning here, whatever it may be to give your team a shot in the arm. We're going to the top of the inning here. DJ will lead off here. Coyotes only down 2 runs at home. They don't call it Morse magic for nothing.
Chandler Barkdale at the dish. Sees the first one painted outside corner for strike 1.
Nice location there by Ben Cutting.
And in a blink of an eye, 2 down for Ben Cutting.
Absolutely.
0-1 on the way. Paints that outside corner again for strike 2.
Beautiful pitch there by Cutting. Mid-80s fastball located exactly where it needs to be here. And Ben Cutting looking to make quick work of the Wildcats here in the top half of the 9th.
Going to get that final strike. Ground ball, 2 hop chop coming really hard on it.
Hard play by DJ.
No, not in time. Johnson almost gets it over to Westmoreland. But Chandler Barkdale beating out the throw.
But give DJ an ovation anyways. To get to that ball, fire over as quick as he did, and make it a close play at first. DJ, heck of an effort there.
And he was deep on that one, waiting for it.
Absolutely.
And now we got David Modler at the dish. So you got to force out at 2 bags for that final out.
Yep.
As the lights turn on here in Henderson, Nevada.
Let's hope Cutting can just stay the course here, retire this batter, and get his Coyotes back in the dugout, only trailing by 2 runs, and give our offense a chance.
Dealing another strike here against Modler.
This is one of the best innings I've seen out of Cutting in the 3 2/3 of relief that he's put in here. Looking good.
That one gets away. Wiggins not able to handle it. And Barkdale over to second.
You never want to see the leadoff hitter get in scoring position. Chandler Barkdale, speedy right fielder there, now standing on second base, and a single can mean another run here. Last thing you want to do is allow another run across the plate here.
I'm sure cutting is just like to not see Barkdale in his peripheral vision.
Right.
Here, good. Go to second. I got the batter.
Exactly.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Great pitch there to Modler by Cutting.
Modler will have to play protect here if he doesn't want to go down for the 3rd strikeout of the game. He's already got 2. He's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Will it be another one here? No, ground ball right side. That's going to get into Westmoreland, who tags first for out number 3. So the Wildcats leave 1 stranded, and the Coyotes down to their final 3 outs will go grab the bats and look to get something going in the bottom of the 9th.
Let's go.
Offensive changes coming on for the Coyotes, as now stepping into the box instead of Tyler Long, it will be number 11, Cade Urban. Seen Urban several times this season so far with a very solid bat, especially being a lefty against the right-handed Josh Mill.
Yeah, Cade Urban in 30 at-bats here, batting an even .300, scored 14 runs, 9 hits, 5 extra base hits here, including a home run and 8 RBIs. So let's see if Cade can get something started from the left-hand side.
First pitch hits that outside corner for strike 1.
Nice location there by Mill. Cade Urban, it's always tough. The flip side of that, though, is you come off the bench cold here, facing a guy just firing strikes like Mill. It's always tough to come off the pine and, second pitch.
Especially seeing the first 2 fly through the zone, first 2 strikes.
Just like that, Cade Urban behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Following Urban will be DJ and Jarrell Latham.
0-2 on the way. Urban goes down on 3 straight strikes. Looking, he's got his reading glasses on as well.
What a filthy breaking pitch there by Mill. My goodness, breaking it off right at the appropriate time.
And that's 2 strikeouts in a row for Mill going back to last inning.
Here comes DJ.
5 out of the 8 batters that Mill has faced have gone down via the strikeout.
There you go.
And now Dylan Johnson at the dish one more time. 5th attempt.
And
first pitch goes out.
On April Fool's here, the joke may be on the Coyotes. They can't get something going here with only 2 precious outs left in the inning. Big sports weekend here. Final 4, Devin, Saturday.
1-0. 2-0.
And we get some Final 4 predictions here. Of course, first from Coach Garitano. He said his son talked him into Villanova. He's staying with that. He calls them beating North Carolina. Says he was very happy for 2 UNLV coaches, Lon Kruger and Jay Wright, meeting in the Final 4 here. Of course, Garitano, a Hall of Fame kicker for University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Sports Information Director Drew Farah disagrees a little bit there, picking Syracuse in an outright upset of Carolina tomorrow night. My goodness, the 10 seed going all the way to the championship game.
Wouldn't that be bananas?
Whew. Team that everybody said shouldn't be in the tournament. Imagine if they got all the way to the title game. Wouldn't that be something?
That's sports for you, brother.
Man, Jim Boeheim in that 2-3 zone. They may ride it all the way, and DJ rides that pitch high and in for ball 4. Coyotes got that runner on, tying run at the plate here in the form of Jarrell Latham with only one down.
One swing of the bat can do it.
Coyotes got some life. Let's do it. Jarrett Perns, 398 hitter on the season. 15 ribs, 1 home run. 33 hits. All Jarrett needs to do, like I said, get on base. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Totally out of whack there. Jarrell Latham. Latham batting 369, 2 bombs, 20 RBIs.
2 bombs, 3 would be nice.
Ooh, oh,
Tie
my
up
goodness.
this game with 1 swing of the bat.
And Latham is going to be a tough candidate to double up. So even if he hits it on the ground here, very tough to turn 2 on a guy as speedy as Jarrell Latham here. Let's hope that that does not come into play. Let's hope he can put one in the outfield, keep the carousel moving, and get the heart of the lineup up to the plate here, and that would be Blake Wiggins and Jordan Hand. Give them a couple chances to swing the bat here in the bottom of the 9th.
Mill has been excellent since coming out of the bullpen.
He really has.
And here he is now, 0-1. Taken into right field. That one's definitely going to land in
get
front
down.
of Barkdale. Barkdale handles
Right.
it, scoops it, throws it in hard. And that is a long base hit for
Hey,
Latham.
there we go. Station to station baseball. Jarrell Latham with his 3rd hit of the game here. Give Jarrell some credit there, taking that pitch to right field. Now here we go, Dev. We got runners on first and second for the heart of the order.
You got Blake Wiggins at the dish.
Mr. Wiggins coming to bat here.
Blake Wiggins, second in home runs for the Coyotes with 8.
Appropriately coming out to power by Kanye West because there's plenty of power in that bat. Let's see if he can show us some here. Gosh, a little walk-off move here. Whoa, that would be something.
Bullpen activity going on for the Wildcats.
DJ
And,
Whittemore taking the slow trot out to talk to Mill or maybe pull him.
it's his first time talking to him, so we'll see
Yeah.
if he yanks him, especially since they just got a pitcher
Yeah.
and who's only throwing his second warm-up pitch right now. So we'll see if he pulls it from him, but I don't know. But in the same sense,
Yeah.
do you bring in a cold pitcher against
Right.
the hot
right.
bat of Wiggins? I don't
Yeah,
know.
and as far as saves, you have Josh Mill and Ty Fox tied for the team lead with 3 apiece. Fox has made 10 appearances here, 24 innings. Josh Mill 23.1. It's
It's going to be Mill.
identical here. Yep, at least to face Wiggins. So
Interesting play. Interesting game. Just got a whole lot more interesting.
oh yeah.
It's a game of matchups here, and that's going to be Mill versus Wiggins.
Well, neither of these teams are going to take a loss lying down here. Both CSN and Western Nevada will fight you tooth and nail to the very last opportunity. CSN with a golden one they have here with DJ standing on second, Jarrell Latham on first, and Blake Wiggins here up to bat. This could be special, Dev.
First pitch on the way from Mill. Misses low and away.
This is time for Blake Wiggins to be patient at the plate. As much as he sees those RBIs waiting out there here, another base runner for the Coyotes, only 1 down in the inning to bring up Jordan Hand and then Westmoreland would be huge. See what Wiggins has in store for Mill. The 1-0 pitch.
On the way. Above the zone. 2-0. Mill trying to go around him.
Nice eye there by Wiggins here. And do you think this is Mill's last batter if he does not retire Wiggins?
I think it's his last batter either way.
Either way, yeah. I think you may have Ty Fox warming up in the Western Nevada bullpen. I'm trying to get a number here.
He's
A little
hiding
bit
behind the palm
obstructed.
trees.
Yeah, a little bit obstructed here as he warms up. That would be the logical choice. At least we would think so. Like I said, we don't watch this Western Nevada team every day, but Fox and Mill again tied for the team lead in saves with 3 apiece.
That one hits the zone. Mill trying to battle back here, bringing the count 2-1 with 1 down and 2 on. Johnson at second, Latham at first, Wiggins at the dish.
Blake Wiggins needs to take the high road here on a close pitch here. Be very selective at the plate. Like I said, the Coyotes need base runners, but when you can end it with 1 swing of the bat,
Ooh, goes in on him. Salyers, every time Salyers calls for it in, he gets it in.
Yeah, and we've already seen Blake Wiggins here. He hit by a pitch already here. Kind of shook him up a little bit in his last at bat. Another one might have started a little unfriendly chatter between the two sides, to say the least here. 3-1 count to Wiggins here.
Friendly pitch coming its way. gets in the dirt, and the runners will advance.
Okay.
Now, bases loaded, and I'm pretty sure that'll be the hit of Mill.
Yep, that's got to be it. Well, I don't see Whittemore.
Give him a second.
Yeah, maybe here. Hold on. Him and Garitano will
He's walking around.
take their time. It looks like Whittemore.
No. I see him standing there. He's
All right.
hasn't made any motions just yet.
They've announced the batter hand here as he steps into the batter's box, and it looks like it is still Josh Mill.
And to Mill's credit, he's still a double play away.
Yeah. And not only that, a double play away, strike it away. I think he's earned a little bit of favor with Whittemore pitching out of trouble in the bottom of the 7th here, seeing if he can duplicate that performance in the bottom half of the 9th inning here from Moore Stadium. Jordan Hand awaits the pitch.
Misses high and in.
And this is a time to be patient here. Mill looks like he's laboring a little bit, having some issues finding the strike zone.
No rush here for Hand.
Absolutely not.
Wait for the pitch. Mill getting set. Paints that outside corner for strike one. 1-1 with one down.
Beautiful pitch there by Josh Mill. He needed to have it here. Don't want to fall behind 2-0. The cleanup hitter on anybody's lineup, especially someone as dangerous as Jordan Hand here for the Coyotes. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, bottom of the 9th inning. Coyotes trailing 3-1.
Tying run adds second. Misses below the zone. Excellent eye from Hand.
Nice job there by Jordan. You got to think he wanted to pull the trigger on that
I
pitch.
wanted to pull the trigger on it.
It was so close. I would have swung for him. Jordan able to omit from swinging there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Get the count back in his favor and get the bat head in the zone. Let it feed.
2-1 is the count.
Josh Donaldson gave an interview last season. I'll talk a little bit about it after this pitch.
Above the zone, 3-1, a friendly pitch.
Donaldson, the third baseman for the Blue Jays after a playoff game, he said, what's your favorite thing to do? He said, get ahead in the count, he said, and let the bat head feed. And then the announcer asked him, he said, well, what do you mean by feed? He said, I just let the bat head do its work. He said, I get it in the zone, try to put my power swing on it when I'm ahead 2-1, 3-1, and just see what happens here. This would be an excellent time for Jordan Hand to adopt that philosophy. If the pitch is there, let that bat head feed and see if you can get it out on the ball and get ahead of one. Josh Donaldson, of course, the 2015 American League MVP for the Toronto Blue Jays, a team that made it all the way to the American League Championship Series last year. And Josh Donaldson, a phenomenal talent playing the hot corner for the Jays.
3-1 pitch from Mill. Hits the top of the zone, bringing the count full.
Great pitch there by Mill. He knew he had to have it. Jordan Hand not swinging because it wasn't his pitch here. He had 1 pitch to kind of play with here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You think Garitano's got the runners moving?
Why not?
Why not, says Devin. All right,
Full count.
3-2 pitch. This is what we live for.
In the dirt, ball 4. 1 run is going to come on around, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
And give the RBI to Jordan Hand on an excellent plate appearance. And this has to be it for Mill, doesn't it, Dev?
I don't know how it could not be.
I don't know how it can be. I still don't see.
But in the same sense, still no motion towards the bullpen.
No.
There is someone throwing around.
I think it's Ty Fox, but
Now, even Coach Garitano's looking over there expecting DJ Whittemore to go to the bullpen.
Any minute here, I thought DJ might take the walk out and remove him. It looks like Josh
No,
Mill is
still chill. Not worried.
Brody Westmoreland steps in the box here. Now, Brody, what do we say? Situational hitting. Tie this thing up. Brody, get us a fly ball to the outfield and knot it up at 3.
There's a shot.
Oh!
There it is!
That's
Just like that!
Game winner, baby.
Brody Westmoreland, very first pitch.
Are you serious?
And
Get him!
There you
Get
go. CJ Lathan going to come on around, tag home for the winning
what
run.
a day to be a Coyote as they mob Brody Westmoreland at second base here. Coyotes snatching victory from the jaws of defeat in Game 2 of the series against Western Nevada. What a game, Dev.
Excellent game. Walk off.
Wow.
Single right there for 2 more runs. Your Coyotes down 3-1 going into the bottom of the 9th. 3 runs come around, 4-3 Coyotes.
These are the kind of victories, Devin, that can propel a team to something special here. When you win games like this, when you have the confidence to come up down 2 runs in your last at bat, take your hacks, be confident enough to know that you can win the game because that's the kind of ball team you are here. Ben Cutting gets a well-deserved victory out of the bullpen as he was stellar, allowing just 2 runs in 3 2/3 innings here. Coyotes take the first 2 from Western Nevada and look to have a stranglehold on this series if they can continue this type of play tomorrow.
Excellent baseball by both of these teams. What turned out to be a pitcher's duel ends up with the bats. Josh Mill up on the bump for the Wildcats, now gets the loss. And just like that, Ben Cutting gets the win.
And well-deserved, like you said. These high-intensity games, these are what you live for here. Both these teams, a class of the Scenic West Athletic Conference here. Western Nevada is going to battle us tooth and nail the whole way down here. It's going to be fun to see them in the Region 18 tournament. Hopefully, we're hosting it. Wins like this are going to go a long way towards that here. Again, Ben Cutting, a much deserved victory here. The loss goes to Josh Mill for Western Nevada here. Coyotes walk it off here in the bottom half of the 9th. 4-3 winners here as we head to tomorrow's start. Make sure you join us out here at the ballpark. It is Alumni Appreciation Day. First pitch will be at noon. Second game 30 minutes following the conclusion of Game 1. I'm James Hernandez.
I'm Devin Versmo. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And we're going to grab
Brody Westmoreland hopefully here and get him up here to have a couple words with us here in the booth.
So stick with us, ladies and gents. We'll let you know when the broadcast is done. Hang out for a second.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
We'll give you right back.
Although you guys can't see him walking up the steps right now, but stepping into the press box is the man himself, number 17, Brody Westmoreland, as he throws on the headset. All right, Brody. First of all, you step into the box, 0 for 4 at that point. First pitch, what do you see?
I looked down at Garetano. We were taking a strike, getting back in the game, just trying to get some guys on base, and looked out at him, and I said, "Are we taking still?" And he gave me the green light, and I knew right then that if I saw a fastball first pitch, I was going to make him pay. So,
well, tell me, you mean it was a pitcher's duel up until obviously the 8th when they got 2. When you guys get into the 9th, what's your mentality going into the bottom of the 9th?
With the group of guys that we got, we're never out of a game. Our lineup is scary. Our pitchers are always constantly keeping us in the games. Our starters are unbelievable. So when we get into the 9th inning like that, down 2, we're just thinking right then that this isn't out of our reach right now.
What kind of, I mean, we look down, smiles all around, but what kind of momentum could this take in, not even until tomorrow, but the rest of the season?
Oh, it's going to be huge. This is a huge rivalry between us and Western. They're a great ball club. They know how to pitch, they know how to hit. So this is going to take us a long way. Hopefully, we just got to keep focused and know who we are, like Coach says every day, and just keep playing good baseball.
Well, I appreciate it, man, and I'm sure the fans do as well.
Yeah.
Number 17, I love that number. Good to see it on you, brother. We'll see you later.
Much.
That's Brody Westmoreland, ladies and gents. Walk-off man here in the bottom of the ninth. Coyotes win this one 4-3.
I'm James Hernandez.
I'm Devin Verismo. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon, we'll be here live. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you then.
Thanks again, fans.